no.
No, I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you for that. That's why I was like, is there sound? I forgot the program muted. No, I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, everyone.
All right, Chef, do you like this?
Yeah, that's fine. All right. I am so excited. So, welcome to
the Friday night feast. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Actually, don't. I don't drink Cokes anymore.
That's right. I'll give you a Zevia instead.
All right.
How is everyone doing?
I'm doing super now that I got all my friends with me tonight.
I know.
It's like I told y'all, every week we look forward to this all week long. We're already starting to plan what we're going to make next week.
Here's my mic. Okay. Is this better now, Coda? Let me know if that's better. I had the mic laying down. We just were...
just realized we didn't charge them last night.
So we just started charging. So they might go out. So let me know if all of a sudden the sound goes out.
If the sun goes out, yeah.
Yeah, if the sun goes out. So,
I know how to enunciate.
So, yes. Oh, thank you. So, yes, I am so happy. It is Friday. I am like so excited for this recipe, y'all. We cheated. We made it last night as a test, and so that we could have pictures. And so we made it last night, and the whole time I was just drooling over it, y'all. Like literally drooling. Like I was like, this is so good. So I'm excited for this. I hope y'all enjoy this. It is, I would consider it kind of like an Indian inspired. I say inspired because Indian, Middle East, it'll work really well together. So I'm excited.
Ain't American, I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness. So let's say hello to everyone who has gotten here.
Hello to everyone who's gotten here.
Let me know. I'm kind of curious. I want to know where everyone is at.
I'm sitting right here next to you.
What state are you in? Please
state of denial.
What state are you in? I want to see, like, where is everyone located? What state or country? If you're not in the U.S., what
where
country?
You at, yo?
Yeah, I'm just excited to see where everybody's at. So please let us know. So earlier, the first comment was frustrated member who said,
I love that name. That's awesome.
With the mostest, and happy Friday, Horde. Y'all have some amazing dishes.
Aww.
Right, she's talking about the trailer. So if y'all don't come a few minutes before before the live starts, you will get a trailer, and the trailer is always all the wonderful food you cook by sharing it in our Facebook group, HungryHorde Headquarters. When you share it in that group, then we make a trailer out of that, and then it plays before the live.
We get to show off y'all.
Yes, so please make sure that you come and add your photos. I love seeing all the wonderful food. And then I see Shauna is here. She goes, so looking forward to being with my Hoarder family tonight.
Hoarder? That's awesome.
I am so happy you are back, Shauna.
Yes,
we missed you last week. So welcome back.
You do not get prior approval to take off last week, though. We need to talk about this later.
I know.
You being called to the principal's office.
So if you're wondering, what is he doing? So
making a mess.
This is actually going to be for our glaze. So what it is it's fresh turmeric that I got from that farmer a couple weeks ago, fresh ginger from the Asian market, and fresh garlic. So we've got 6 cloves of garlic because I'm extra. I love garlic, y'all. And I've got, I would say, roughly a thumb size of fresh ginger, but you could definitely cut back on the ginger, y'all. I just love, love, love ginger.
Just don't forget the Marianne.
And then the other thing is the turmeric. I would say it's about a teaspoon of turmeric. I just love turmeric as well. And this is a good way. It adds a little bit of flavor, but mostly it's going to add so much nutrients with it. So it's going to play very well in this dish. So we've got all of that, and he's just roughly chopping it up.
Oh, I am? I thought I'd fine dice it, but okay.
Well, yeah, fine dice it so that we'll be putting it in our little mini food processor. And then we've got our beef ribs, and then we're going to be making a seasoning for the beef ribs as well, y'all. I'm just super excited. Carrie said, darn, beaten again to the stream by, he says Shelly, but it was actually Renee and Air Fried Auntie. That is okay watching the stream of good food.
Shelly's going to beat you every time. She's the one that organizes it.
L Strange said, I can't believe how late it is. I'm still working.
Wow.
I've been sick all week. Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
But I still have to get in my 7+ hours of overtime. I'll hopefully be able to wrap things up and hang with y'all. Well, I so hope you can, Lisa. Wow, but great to get the overtime.
Yes, that's awesome.
I would love to get overtime. We are like so slow right now. Tweety Cute Cat, hey, she says, hi, Shelly Heath and the wonderful and crazy horde. Glad to be here tonight. I am so glad you're here. And Caden's here. Hey, Caden says, hi, Shelly and Heath. So looking forward to visiting tonight.
Aww.
I love that. And thank you.
Thank you.
I love that y'all visit with each other.
Yes.
And share how your week's going. I think that's amazing. And Tweety Cute Cat said, I'm ready to see Shelly and Heath do their magic with these ribs tonight. It is magic. This sauce is really my favorite part, y'all. The sauce is amazing.
You like that? You want a little finer?
No, I think that's
I'm
perfect.
going to show them. I was spilling it.
And then move the garam masala closer to me. There's all of that chopped up or diced up. And then I see Barely Begun. Coda is here and he says, howdy, all. Hi, Coda. Welcome back. I'm glad you made it. And I see Gigi's here. Welcome back, Gigi. She said, good evening, everyone. Hey, Gigi. And Rocky Mountain Girl is here. Hey, Rocky Mountain Girl. She goes, hi, y'all. Happy Friday. That's right, Cindy. Welcome back. And Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda. Welcome back. How are you? And she says, hi. I'm so excited y'all are here. And then I see Carrie said it's only 2 days until he's coffee free for 2 years. That's awesome, Carrie.
You going to celebrate with a cup of coffee? Just saying. I know somebody would.
2 years. Like sometimes I'll do like 24 hours or maybe up to 72 hours.
You need a coffee IV.
After that length of time, I'm just like, oh, that coffee tastes so much better. And Patty's here. Hey, Patty, welcome back. And Teresa is here. Hey, Teresa.
Hey.
She said, good evening, all. And I just want to make a reminder. And Mama Bear Lynette.
Hey, Lynette. Hey, neighbor.
Hey, Lynette. And make sure y'all go see that trailer because Lynette's handsome son is in that trailer. I just love it. And shout out to Sharon.
Yes.
She made she makes our aprons, y'all. Plus
and
she
our
made
Koozies.
Yes, and our Koozies. Plus she made all the stuff that Lynette got and that Jesse is wearing. So y'all need to go make sure you check out the trailer.
Yes.
It's too late to check it out now, but it'll probably be released next week. But y'all got to see that. It's amazing.
And also the picture we pulled all of these from, you can also go look at it in the Facebook group.
Yes. Gets higher and higher.
Oh. What is it?
They're laughing at me at my voice time. But a reminder, if you are a channel member, remember tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Time is Saturday. Our monthly cook-along. I know. I am so excited about this, y'all.
Oh, I am too. Because we finished up. We had to do a practice round to make sure it was okay.
We did 2 practice rounds.
That means we're completely out. We finished off the last one last night, so I need to hurry up and make some more. We need to make a double batch tomorrow night. I have stuff so I can have stuff to do on Sunday.
He loves that.
It might be my favorite dessert she's ever made.
Yeah. Patty, I know Patty's already made it. What did you think? Honestly, like share your opinion. If you're like, they were all right, I'm okay with that. Anybody else who's made it, let me know. Comment now. But yes, I absolutely love these. They're a little dangerous.
Yes.
Because you just want to keep eating them.
Yes, I want to eat the whole container.
Brenda said it looked amazing. Oh, thank you. And she said, I love Indian curry. Me excited. Oh, I love that play on words.
That is.
Me too. I am so excited about this. I love Indian flavors, Middle Eastern flavors.
Just this alone smells amazing.
So what Heath is going to start doing is getting the ribs out. And what he wants to do is how we're going to make these beef ribs. I've already removed this silver skin off the back of the ribs, y'all. So that's gone. And I just did it when we opened the package yesterday. But in order to get this seasoning to really adhere to the ribs, we are going to slather it with mustard. And then we're going to actually cook these in the Instant Pot. But he loves this so much that he wants to smoke some. No, you had it correct. No, flip one more time. The bone first. We're going to mustard that side first. Nah. So he wants to smoke some of these. So he's going to get started by putting the mustard and slathering that on there. I'm going to make more seasoning. So how I made, this is the rub. So how I made the rub is I got a nice heaping tablespoon of the garam masala. I just love this, which the garam masala is a...
Want to do this while my hands are so clean.
Okay, is a mixture of several spices into one. I mean, I can look it up if y'all want me to, but it's a lot of really good spices.
Finally into that, I can't catch it. We got the cheapy one from Aldi, and the handle's a little different.
Ooh, that's so good. And then the other thing I'm throwing in here is some ancho chili powder, because I think, especially since it's being made in the Instant Pot, ancho chili powder kind of gives that smoky flavor to everything. So that's why I wanted to add just a teaspoon of this, because that'll give that smokiness. Perfect. No, you want to, leave it like that and do the other one, and then we got to season it. And then
I thought you were going to do both sides.
Yes.
Okay, then.
We season one side at a time.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm also going to add a tablespoon of our Redmond's real salt. And I just love Redmond's salt.
Yes.
All right. And then we are affiliates with Redmond. So just remember that anytime you need your Redmond's refill, make sure you use our link, which is always in any description of our videos. And then that way, that helps support our channel. And we so appreciate you. And then the next thing I'm going to do, so a tablespoon of that, is I have some red curry powder. And I was like, oh, this curry powder, y'all, it smells so good. So I'm going to do a good teaspoon of that as well. And then let me get this out of the way so y'all can see what we're doing. All right, put that there. So here it is in my little mixture. Oh, look, I got salt everywhere.
Okay. I was just going to put the plate underneath it.
All right, and then I'm just going to mix this really well. Let's see who else is here. Oh, good. So Brenda is in Kentucky. How nice. And Carrie's in Texas. Awesome. I never guessed. Rocky Mountain Girl is in Kansas. Oh, fun. And then I see they call me therapist.
Ah, she changed her name again?
Yes. Well, it's a tradition now. She says, Happy Friday, Horde. She was trying to get me to say something else. Can you see the way she...
No, I can't.
She capitalized the R in therapist.
No. Naughty, naughty, naughty. It is after dark, though.
All right. Let me just make sure this is well mixed. And the reason I'm making more of this spice...
I would threaten to spank her over this, but I think she might enjoy it.
Goodness, we just really went to after hours, didn't we? But because we're going to make this again, are you making it Sunday or Tuesday? Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, Brenda S. is in Ohio.
Oh,
I know
wow.
There's a lot in Ohio, I believe. Renee said, I'm in the state of exhaustion.
Right.
That is hilarious. Twink TQ Cat's in Indiana, and she says, don't be jealous, everyone. Well, I mean, Now we are. Okay, so let me move this here so they can see. So here's the ribs. And I just the back side. So I'm gonna start putting this on pretty heavy.
Look at you, all professional. I would have put it in an actual shaker jar, and she's just like, I'll freehand it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. I would have got this all over everywhere.
Okay, and then now
I'm allowed to flip
them.
them?
Yes, now you're allowed to flip them. Lynette says, I'm in the state of confusion.
That's why I said I'm in a state of denial.
Brenda said, so glad to be with everyone tonight. Yes. Oh, here we go. We have someone from Canada. Carol.
Oh, nice.
Welcome,
What's
Carol.
that other boot?
I know. We have a few that's in Canada as well.
Is that?
Perfect.
Huzzah.
And then Barely begun.
Barely learned how to spoke.
Since watching it in Bigfoot country, Oregon.
Oh, wow.
Did you know, Coda, that Ohio, I believe it's Ohio, maybe it's Illinois, right up there is also a big place for Bigfoot sightings. They have some, because they have some
They
big
drive
natural.
all the way up there?
Yeah, so they go from Oregon and then they vacation.
No, I was talking about Bigfoot the truck.
But anyways, did you know that? Like we were listening to some podcast and they were talking about, rub right there.
I like when you tell me that.
And you missed it.
Ha 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 ha! Touche.
But anyways, Lynette said, I have my son with me this weekend, so I'll only be here till 7, and then I need to put him to bed. I understand, Lynette. That is fine. And you're so good about always watching the replay and commenting. So that is awesome. And I do like to heavily season these.
Don't be scared.
Right. I like them. I like a nice rub on it.
A healthy dose.
That's right. And then what do you already have in the Instant Pot?
I honestly don't know. It's equal parts. I think it's a half cup water and a half cup ACV.
Apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
And you've also got a, actually, I think when you kind of lift it, because if I put it here, it's going to fall over.
Dusty.
Well, right there on see all of that. There you go. Nice. And he's got the trivet in there. So he's going to.
And a trivet too.
Yeah, trivet. And he's going to put this in there, and then he'll sprinkle the plate all in there as well.
It's a cousin of Randy Trivet.
I'm telling y'all. Okay, so then I'm going to give him this stuff that then he can also put up.
Let me go put this in the sink.
And see, I still got some seasoning left, which I could use again on Tuesday. And what we're going to do is put this in the Instant Pot. We're going to do 25 minutes. And then we want to do a natural release. So that's why we were trying to get this in right away. Oh my gosh. And they already smell amazing. Like already.
Was it Emerald used to say, I wish we had smell-o-vision?
Right. And then after he gets that all timed in and everything, then we will start on the actual glaze or the sauce.
Perfect. Still set up for 25.
Yay. And is it on the correct? We don't want it on venting, right? We want it on whatever.
Sealed.
All right. And I see Miss K is in Michigan. Oh, fun. And let's see. Brenda said, I never think to take pictures. Oh, I know.
Well, think about it now.
It is something, if you're not used to doing it, you're like, oh, darn. And then all you have left in picture is an empty plate, right? When we first started, like taking pictures of our food and stuff, we totally forgot all the time. Caden said Louisiana, Cajun country.
What part?
Yes.
I got family from there.
Yes. Well, she's in the Cajun country.
That's all Louisiana.
Mary T said, hi, everyone. So looking forward to this recipe.
Aww.
I've got ribs in the smoker and chocolate muffins just coming out of the oven. I am
Oh.
jelly. I want some chocolate muffins.
Okay, that gives me an idea. Thank you. We're gonna make those too on Tuesday, but we're gonna smoke them.
We're gonna smoke muffins.
Yes, that'll be amazing.
Wow. Oh, look, Scrub Tech Carnivore.
Hey.
Said hello to the horde from Virginia. Love it. And Gigi's in Ohio. That's awesome. And then Renee said, Shelly's voice gets higher and higher. Laugh my butt off. Each name she reads off.
She gets excited about all of her friends.
Well, I know. Well, that's what we were saying earlier. We were like, oh, we're so excited for the live tonight. Like, we really look forward to this all week, y'all. And so,
In fact, tonight, while we're laying in bed after this, we're going to start talking and discussing what we're making next week.
Ooh, so romantic.
I know, pillow talk.
Do you want to go ahead and empty this into the...
Yeah.
So what this is, the sauce I made last night, but we're going to make fresh tonight. And so Heath,
What do you do?
the black one.
Oh.
To scrape it out.
What I like to do,
Uh-huh.
I could have let my clothes on, is set that on the lid.
Okay.
And now it's out of the way so I can do this.
Oh. And then are you going to get that stuff off of it?
No. It'll just go in the new mix. It's fine.
All right.
It's blending. That's how you do it when you're making when you're blending cans of paint.
Shada, she said, I go without coffee. It's called sleeping. Oh, Shada, you're hilarious. And Renee said, hooray for team. That's right. For Team Jesse. There we go. And she said, I love those pictures, Lynette. I know. They were so nice. And thank you, Patty. She said, hit that thumbs up. Yes, everyone, please do that. That really helps us. So excited. And Brenda said, okay, I will take a nap. Laugh out loud.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is empty these diced jalapenos into there.
Well,
yes or no?
I think they need to be diced a little bit more.
Oh, okay then.
Well, just because.
Because I asked you and you said, yeah, that's good.
Well, let me see. Yeah, this.
Here.
Okay, or you could scrape that into there. And then what I did last night was this kind of my creation, y'all. Okay. Where's the salt at? Oh, right here. So I've got, again, all the fresh stuff.
Oh, it's so
I was
good.
going to put a little bit of salt over this. And then I'm going to go through and just try to chop these, only because our little mini food processor is not quite the best, right?
It's just two blades that go side by side.
Yeah, they're
and
good.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I've had this thing longer than I've had Shelly.
And how did that happen?
I
But it's great for combining stuff, but it's not really good at like mincing.
It's a fancy stirring apparatus.
Right. And I like all these veggies and stuff, like well minced, y'all. Really as small as possible. Because when we put it on as a glaze, I don't want big chunks in it.
And y'all know how I had my hard-boiled eggs almost every single morning? I put this on my eggs this morning. It was amazing.
Oh, wow. That does sound good. I should have put some on my lunch.
Yeah.
Dang. You out Whataburgered me.
So we need your help on this too, y'all. I mentioned in my MS Journey, when you see it on Sunday, go back and comment for me, please. And let me know what you think I should call it. What we should call this sauce. I'm calling it an Indian chimichurri.
But we want to know what y'all think.
Yeah.
So listen to all the ingredients.
Yeah.
And tell us what you think would be a good name for this sauce.
So what we got here, what'd you say? Jalapeno, garlic, turmeric.
One jalapeno. Really, the jalapeno to me is the spiciest thing.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who is spice adverse, I think this would still work. It's one jalapeno in the whole thing. There's a couple others, but everything to me, I think is pretty mild. Like if you like a red hot sauce or even Tabasco, I think you can handle this.
Or worst case, take all the seeds out.
Yeah. So when they talk about Indian spice, a lot of it is, I mean, you can get spicy, but a lot of it is, it's just a variety of flavors that really help give a good balance of spices, right? Because you want to balance that kind of fatty, the acid, the salt. You want all of that kind of mixed in. Okay. So I feel like that's probably mixed enough. And the salt kind of helps break it down. I mean, almost a paste, right? All right. So we're going to start putting this all in here. And then...
Here, what you use? Here, just use that.
Oh,
That's why we have it.
that's true.
Be reinventing the wheel.
You know, I just use whatever's in my hand.
We'll put that in your hand.
Well, see, now I still gotta do this. Well, maybe I can do it like that. So then that way, I'm not so. Yeah.
And just point the knife at me. That's good.
Yeah.
You want Daddy to do it?
All right. Let's see here. Is that better?
A little.
A little?
Mm-hmm.
You think you could do it better?
Yeah, that's why I offered 3 times.
3. I only heard once. I only have heard once. There you go. Here's some on the knife. All right. And then Renee said, he says, we finished them off. Bah, ha, 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 ha. Right. Right. This we. But I mean, he did do pretty good, you know, sharing with me. He honestly did.
What was it again?
The coconut macaroons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, whoops. I gave away what it is. Shauna said, I'll be making them in the morning. Oh, exciting. Brenda said, I missed the invite. Oh, you did, Brenda? Let me make sure you get that. Give me just a second, Brenda. I had a couple people tell me that they didn't get the invite. I don't know what is going on with the Google Meet. Okay, and then what I do before I add anything else is I go ahead and run that in the food processor. You know, like
To blend it.
Yeah, blend it for like 30 seconds or more. Okay, let me pull this up right now. I want to make sure I send you that invite right now before I forget. If anybody else did not get the invite, please let me know, and so I can send it.
You just want me to reach in between your legs, huh?
Oh. Okay.
There's a really weird spot for that plug. Good or another?
No, like 30 seconds. I just sent it again, Brenda. All right.
See, I think though, honestly, pop the lid and then scrape it because it bounced all at the top.
Mama Bear Lynette said, so for tomorrow night, I think I could join in for the first 45 minutes or so. I won't be able to cook along this time. I have my son with me this weekend, and I'll have to meet his needs. That is fine. Look, even though we call it the cook along, right? It's because we give you the recipe and that option. Just showing up. Don't ever feel like, oh, I have to cook, right? Don't ever feel like you have to do that with us. You could cook it before, after, or never. If you're like, oh, I don't want that, you don't have to. Just showing up. Basically, we just want to spend time with y'all. It's our way of saying thanks to have that extra live every month with our channel members, just to show appreciation for you and to spend more time with you. Patty said, love, 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 love them. Way dangerous. Don't want to stop eating them. I know. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Patty. Let me do that just a minute. All right, let's see how this looks, y'all. Ooh, see, it's minced. I would call it minced, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But it's not like a paste. Mm-mm. And I've noticed with this one, because I've tried to use this one before to make like a small batch of a nut butter, but it just won't get things to a paste consistency. It just pushes it all off to the side here. And yeah. All right. So now what we're going to do, this is the fun part. So I see Shauna said, okay, I have to ask because I'm not sure I'm seeing pick all blurry. Anyone else? I've tried changing the quality rate. Is it still blurry? Blurry here too. Let me know.
I thought it was just me drinking too much.
Shauna, message me and let me know if it's fixed by now. Is it still blurry? Let's see. Come on. Oops. Move it like this.
Why is your sideways like that?
I don't know, but it decided to. Oh, good. Thank you, Brenda.
If you swipe down, you can turn that part off.
How about Renee? Is it blurry? Does it look blurry to you?
Incoming message.
I actually look like you just turned it on. That's weird.
Yeah. Anybody else seeing it blurry? I mean, it's see on my side, it all looks clear.
It does on mine too.
To 480. Well, I'm at 720, if that makes a difference. But let me know, because when I'm looking, anybody else? Oh, somebody said Renee says it seems just not as crisp. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let me see something. But yeah, we've got the light on. Oh, it won't let me change to the higher one. That's silly. Blurry here too since the start. Oh my gosh. I wonder. Okay, let me see.
I wonder. Oh, you know what it is? Hold on. I wonder if the steam from the Instant Pot is blowing across the
but
camera.
They said from the start.
Oh, then I don't know.
Let's see. Same for me. Oh my gosh. And it won't let me. Let's see if I change. Okay. Let me know now. Is it any better? No, it's not the steam. Yeah, it's not the steam. That's right. It's like new low resolution looking. Well, let me know now if it's changed any, if that's better. Not for me. Okay.
Wow. I hope I don't have to start over.
Let's see. Could be. Oh, Renee said maybe because the Instant Pot is like dominating that. Maybe can we move the Instant Pot out of the camera?
Yeah.
And let's see if that helps y'all.
It's like a blur almost.
Yeah. Yeah, she's saying because it might be trying to focus on that instead of us.
Oh, because it's right there in front of the screen. Is that better?
Okay, let me know. Is this better now? And maybe move it a little.
This?
Yeah, move so you don't see that. There you go. Perfect.
Like so?
Yeah. How is that, y'all? Let me know, Renee and Shauna. Is that better now?
Mo better?
Now that the Instant Pot's not in there, so you shouldn't see the black part in. Is that better?
Do you want this right now or you want to wait?
I'll wait.
Because I want this right now.
Still blurry. It's still blurry, but I wonder why. As long as you don't move, it's better. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I see. It's kind of like pixelated. I wonder why. Oh, I really got blurry, y'all. It just seems dark. Maybe change the light on that.
This?
Yeah. Change. Let me see. No. Okay. Maybe that. Let's see if that helps any. Maybe it's the light setting.
Before I sit down, I want to know.
Well, we keep it at that light, and the lights above here is on. Okay. Looks like Shelly is underwater. Oh my gosh.
You need a snorkel?
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh, this stuff's so good.
It just won't let me do high def because we're already live.
Oh, you have to select it before we go?
I guess.
That's bogus.
I
Dang,
don't
that smells good.
Nope, same. Oh. No, the lighting is the same. Usual adjust seems blurry. The only thing I could do, y'all, is I could change to a high def. Sometimes that makes the feed a little slower, but I would have to stop the live and restart it. Do y'all want us to do that? Let me know if that would be easier for y'all.
Just adjust your antennas on your TV. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, y'all, but yeah, let us know if that's what you'd rather us do. That's the only way I could think to fix it. No, don't stop the live. Okay.
Don't stop.
Well, I'm sorry.
Believing.
I'll try to remember next week to make sure I choose the high def first. Sorry about that. This kombucha is so good. Right, it would help. Yeah, so I'll do that high def next time. So I am sorry.
We'll know what to do tomorrow night.
Well, tomorrow is going to be in Google Meet. So
I know.
That's even better.
Take that,
it's
YouTube.
not intolerable. Continue. Okay. Well, thank y'all for at least letting us know. I appreciate
Thank you
that.
for humoring us.
Oops. One person said to start over. Low res is okay with me. I think it's okay. Well, majority is saying it's okay. So we're going to keep going. So I'm sorry. Okay. And then Renee said, what? Y'all removed the membrane? Y'all always razz me for doing that.
I like leaving it on because it's free collagen, but somebody says it's harder to eat that away.
So I've noticed with these beef ribs we got, which did we get them at Kroger or H-E-B?
Honestly, don't remember. But they also give them a caveat, though. These are finger ribs.
Oh, okay.
That might be part of it. I don't know for sure.
But every time he has cooked them with the membrane, it's
the membrane.
Like the membrane. Insane.
No.
Insane in the membrane. But anyways, it just makes it really hard because the membrane on beef ribs, now I don't find this on pork ones, but on these beef finger ribs, like it's just like a tug of war.
I know. I enjoy that though.
Okay,
it means you're working for your dinner.
I don't want to work for my dinner. I'm already working by doing this. So I removed the membrane off of these beef ribs because it just, and you even agreed last night it was much easier.
Maybe.
So yes, I removed it, and I was glad because like when I pulled it off this slab, it was really thick. Like on the pork ribs, it's usually so thin. And
you can almost see through it.
Right, but on these, it was thick. I was like, oh, I'm glad I pulled this off. And I feel like it cooks better. Okay. And, Rickwin's here. Hey, Rickwin, welcome. She said, howdy, Horde. Happy Friday feast night. Yes, welcome back. Everybody's saying low res. Oh.
That's going to be somebody's screen name next week. Watch.
They call me therapist. Boyfriend birthday weekend? Oh, I didn't know his birthday's in January. So I'm making him a big pot of caldo de res. Some of this stuff I won't eat in it, but should be good. Oh, I love caldo de res.
What is it? I don't even know.
It's basically like Mexican soup. They usually put in like corn and potatoes and it's a brothy soup.
Okay.
You have gotten it before when we've gone to different Mexican restaurants.
Okay.
And Patty said, straight to the after hours tonight.
Well, it's after dark. Look at it.
Somebody this week, y'all.
Well, we got such good news this week. So y'all, speaking of, y'all need to tune in Sunday to my MS journey so we can discuss. Or y'all can catch up on it.
Yes.
We got really, really, really good news.
Renee said.
From Mark Cuban, no less.
I had a patient joke and call me that.
What?
But
a therapist?
They call me therapist. Did they say therapist or did they say
the other word?
The other word. I don't want to say it because I have a feeling that would like demonetize us.
Yeah.
So is that what they said the other? Thinking, oh, I'm so cute. Rickwood said found a 10-pound pork loin for $1.78 a pound.
Wow.
Had to buy it.
You have to.
Ma'am.
Have to.
Yes. That
I'd be mad at you if you didn't buy it.
That sounds amazing.
Shame
Joe.
on you if you don't buy it.
Renee said, he said, oh, so you're the therapist. When I walked in, and I've heard the joke a million times, but it just caught me off guard, right? And Mary T, who's also from Canada, said, hello, fellow Canadians.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And Renee said, I got a huge pork butt at Sam's on sale for $1.49 a pound.
Why'd you put that on the list?
Wow. Okay, so to our glaze, I'm going to get back to the glaze. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of this coconut cream, not cream of coconut, coconut cream. So there is a difference, y'all. The cream of coconut is usually what you find for like making pina coladas. And we're not making a pina colada.
Okay.
So this gives a nice fat to the glaze, which is going to work out perfect. And then I'm going to use liquid aminos. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of the liquid aminos. I do like a kind of like a bartender, right? And then I've got this black vinegar here. Now, if you don't have black vinegar, rice vinegar would work really well. Or if you're avoiding rice, you could also do just apple cider vinegar.
I just want to brag on my wife.
So I'm going to do a tablespoon of this black vinegar. I find the black vinegar gives just a nice kind of umami flavor, and it's just
talk about your mommy.
It's kind of like a soy vinegar. Like if you think of soy sauce, but as a vinegar, that's kind of what it's like. And then for an actual umami, it's the fish sauce. So you want about a teaspoon of fish sauce.
You're so impressive.
Why?
Because you're doing all left-handed when you're a right-handed person. I could never do that.
Okay.
I would have making a mess right now.
Well, yeah. And then we're going to move on to, this is the chili garlic sauce. I got it at the Asian market. I love, love, love this stuff.
This is one we're always trying to find at Kroger and they're always sold out, right?
Right. But the Asian market had every brand possible of this.
And I heard too, somebody was talking about it on Facebook. Everybody's looking for sriracha sauce. And all the stores are sold out, but the Asian market still have it.
Yeah. So you want to do about 2 tablespoons. You can do less. So if you feel like, you know what, I'm not a huge chili garlic person, just do like a tablespoon. Where it happened to my measuring, the wood one. That we used a little while ago. I need that again.
It was right there.
I don't know. No, I think you moved it whenever
Where did I
you
move
moved
it?
the other stuff.
No, because you were just using it.
And I'm going to do a tablespoon of salt.
Oh, it's still laying on that plate.
Okay. Oops. And then we're going to do a tablespoon of garam masala. To me, this just gives a wide variety of flavors. And I feel like doing a little more.
Not much.
I'm just doing like a nice heaping tablespoon, y'all.
Plus a little.
Yeah. All right. And then we're going to do brown swerve. I was debating on whether to do the brown swerve, which would be like a brown sugar equivalent, or doing like a keto maple syrup And I was like, well, with all the other liquid in here, I think it'd be better to do something like the brown swerve.
I got an idea though.
Oh,
Since we already have that in a Ziploc, why don't we cut this off? Or do you like it like that?
I mean, you can, yeah, sure.
But then I'd have to get him getting scissors too. No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about next time.
Yeah. And we want to I'm doing 2 tablespoons because that sweetness is going to balance everything else out. All right. And then, thank you. Get that in there. So I am so excited.
But you see that? That means it's time to order another bag.
No, we have another bag in the pantry.
See? I already ordered it. I got my people on it.
I ordered it when it was on what was that?
Black Friday?
Black Friday. They had it on special. Okay. Then we're just gonna mix this well together, like 30 seconds. And then I'm just mixing this. Sorry for the sound, y'all. Oh, are we doing this together?
Yeah. It's shake and bake, and I help. I just want to hold your hand.
Oh, that's it right there.
You want to give me a kiss, then?
No, and you got one in your teeth. All right.
What's really cool about this little gizmo? You pop it off, and you can store it in the fridge like that with the lid on it. Seriously.
Yeah.
Why
All
dirty up
right.
another dish if you don't have to?
Well, that's true. But
The
then
reason why we emptied that into the other container.
so we can make fresh.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a bigger batch.
All right,
for
now I'm
when we-
just gonna taste it because I'm like that.
She scared me. Tell me how you scared me the other day. Brought something in my office so I could taste it.
So yesterday when I made this and I tasted it, to me, it almost tastes like it's a nut butter with seasonings in it. It has a very nutty flavor.
Almost that earthy flavor.
Yeah, it's very earthy, y'all. So it's got, I get a little bit of heat from the jalapeno and the chili garlic, but it's just these layers of flavor. Like you have a little bit of umami. Here, I'm going to show them. You have a little bit of the saltiness, with the liquid aminos and the salt, and then that little like vinegar pungentness to it. I just think it's a real good complex flavor to it. So yesterday I made it and I was like, that is so, oh my gosh.
You could just do that again after I take my taste.
That is so good. So I take it to the office because Heath is still working. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to stand behind him because he'll not know I'm here. So I go and I walk all the way over to this side of him.
My good ear, even though I'm wearing my headphones.
And he is, doing stuff on the computer. He's got his headphones on, but I'm standing this close to him, y'all.
No,
And I've
it
got
wasn't that
this.
close. She's a
yes,
mile
it was.
away.
Oh my gosh. But I'm standing this close to him with the spoon like this. And I'm just waiting for him, to have a moment because I don't know if he's actually on, like if somebody's talking to him or not. All of a sudden, he
Finally
sees
notices
me,
her.
Finally notices me.
Ah!
And he's like, has his, so here, you can have it now.
Oh, now I can. Okay.
And he has his headset on and he goes, Wah!
No,
and then he goes,
no.
Shh, I'm on the phone. And I'm like, I'm not the one making a noise
I
here.
did not do all that. Calm
yes,
down.
you did. Yes,
Calm
you
down. That stuff is amazing.
did. Is it still good?
Yes.
All
It's
right.
better than good.
So we can unplug this, right?
Yes. Yes, chef.
But yes, he was like, he was so scared. I was like,
I need to clean this.
yes, you do. At first I thought, is he joking? But then he was serious and he was like, don't do that. Don't sneak up on me. I'm like,
She's a ninja. I'm telling you.
I'm like, how? And then later yesterday evening, he was in the kitchen and I walk in the kitchen and he jumps again. He's like,
You're
you keep
scurry.
scaring me. And I'm like, how?
Now I know why
How?
Sam acts the way he does. He's so scared all the time.
He's never scared of me. I never scare him.
He runs the other way.
No, he doesn't. So yes, that was our adventure last night.
Don't tell him about last night.
Oh my gosh. So Coda said he's from Ohio and maybe Bigfoot was a stowaway with me out to Oregon. That is hilarious. That is hilarious because maybe it is. Renee said, I'm sure Heath likes a nice healthy rub on it too. Sorry, you know I had to.
I should have worn my apron tonight.
Yeah, you should have. Lisa said, cooking some vittles listening in. Oh, what are you cooking? And 22Q Cat said, I certainly hope you have no leftovers from last night. Leftovers are sinful. Laugh out loud for anyone who saw the Ward Report.
Right. Yes.
If you saw the Ward Report this week, there's a talk about leftovers. So yeah, did we have leftovers?
Yes and no.
Not of the ribs, because there really wasn't a lot of ribs. All we had left over was the sauce and the rub. Well, that's okay. Just go on those. Just cut it on those. So, right? That is hilarious, though. Shauna said, "Gotta go put some coffee on now. I'll be back in a bit." Oh, thanks, Shauna. What are you heating me up? I'm ready for a cup. Cade said Louisiana has 3 sections: Southwest, which is Cajun country, North Louisiana, and then New Orleans and Baton Rouge. They are not all Cajun. Exactly. Because when you go to Shreveport, that's not Cajun to me.
They try to
They
be.
try, but it's not. You know, we have, because when we've gone to Shreveport a few times, we have like, oh, let's go get some Cajun food, and we're like, this ain't nothing, right? But yeah, and then New Orleans is kind of like its own little thing, right? Like I love New Orleans. I need to go again. Britta said it might be in a spam, but go check and see. Okay, I see. She said, got it. Thanks. The recipe's so cute. Oh, thank you. Lynette said, the last thing I got from you was the crispy cookie. I didn't get the invite. Oh, my gosh.
No. Because honestly, this recipe was actually inspired by you. You gave us the idea when you came to visit the other day.
Mama Bear Lynette. Oh, I think it's... I wonder if it was sent to the costume one, Lynette. I'm going to send to both. So you should have it, Lynette, now. I think you're probably already off, but when you watch the replay, please make sure. If not, message me. Carrie said he hit that like button a gazillion trillion times +1. Thank you, Carrie. Okay. Yeah, everybody's saying it was blurry tonight. That just sucks. Like an interference. Rugbout Girl says, as long as you don't move, it's better. Okay, I'm going to have to stand perfectly, or sit perfectly still. Britta said, looks like I'm underwater. Rugbout Girl said, laugh out loud. If only it was that simple, Heath.
What?
Something we said earlier. I forget now. Okay, and everybody's saying keep going. Okay, low res okay with me. Thank you. It's Renee said it's probably because Heath has a pimple and the blur helps hide it. Mary T said, I can hear you just fine, and that's what counts. Oh, thanks, Mary.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Well, I mean, just 25 minutes. It don't take that long. Lisa said, I'm just listening, but seems fine to me. Maybe it's because of my tiny phone. Maybe that's what it is. Now that song is stuck in my head. Don't stop believing.
Right?
I love that. Patty said, I find beef ribs membranes are much thicker than pork too. Right. It is.
Probably because the cow's bigger than a pig, I guess.
I should have showed it to you last night.
Yeah, you should have.
All week, y'all. All week.
All week, all day, every day.
No, I'm saying all week you have been like this.
Well, ever since you gave me the good news from Mark Cuban. Yes.
That's what makes
Yes.
Nothing, not just being with me, not just that I'm your wife, but Mark Cuban had to be part of it, huh? Wow. Wow. Thanks, Heath. Thanks. Let's see. Renee said, it's got Mexican zucchini, cabbage, carrots, celery, onion, bell pepper, serrano, big fat beef shank, with cilantro, fine diced radish, and avocados and limes. Ooh, that's
So no maters? You didn't put no tomatoes in there?
No tomatoes. But you can finish with the tomato, right? Keto Cat said, oh, yum. Coco Lopez cream of coconut makes excellent pina coladas. Well, back in the day it did. Right? Oh, I'm sorry. Shauna said, sorry, I can't have a good night. Oh.
You can't have a good night? Is that what she just said?
Oh, I know. Why? Because we're blurry? I'm sorry. At least you know it's not just you. We're being blurry with everyone. Rickwood said, the chili sauce is so good. The pepper crop had a problem this year, so not as many to harvest and make bottles. Yeah, well, I've heard some other things too. And when it comes to the sriracha, like there was a huge
Kerfuckle.
well, with the sriracha company, anyway, we won't get into it here, but I was listening to something about that. Patty said, I was finally able to get the garlic chili sauce on Amazon at a decent price instead of $99 a bottle.
99? Wow, that's bougie.
Yeah, so if you have an Asian market in your area, that might be another option for you. I mean, I just went to this one, like I didn't even go to the big Asian market in our area. There's one, it's called, I think, what is it, HB 88 or something?
We actually have a section in downtown.
Yeah, that too.
That, you know, because normal street signs are all in green, right? Well, that's the way this area is. But then right above that, right below those signs on the same pole, there's blue signs that everything is all in Asian writing. So we call it a little Asia or little Chinatown.
Yeah, little Chinatown.
There's all kinds of, I don't know exactly.
Pretty sure. But anyhow,
there are all kinds of awesome Asian restaurants over there.
There is. But there's also, there's an, I think it's called HB 88. And it's a huge
market,
Asian market where they actually have several restaurants inside and they have other stores that you could shop from. So like if you want, you know, jewelry or whatever, like it's like a little market in there. And then they have the whole, it's like huge, y'all. I didn't go to that one because I was like, I am not about to deal. It's off of what's called Katy Freeway here, which is just a huge mess. I was like, I'm not about to deal with going all the way to Katy. So I found an Asian market that was about 15 minutes from where I was at the time.
You kind of just stumbled across it, didn't you?
Yeah. There's a few in the area here that you go to, but a lot of them are pretty small. Like some of them are just kind of like a gas station size. This one was like the equivalent to a Sprouts. That's how big it was. But they had like 10 different brands of sriracha. They had different brands of this chili garlic. There was just tons of them to choose from. So that would be my advice is if you were looking for sriracha or chili garlic, find a local, all I put in Google Maps is Asian market and it'll show you those, or Asian grocery.
Fries?
Yeah. So he's just going to put these sweet potato fries in the air fryer. And he's going to douse them with some coconut oil and then fry them up.
You redust them with the Tonys last time?
Sure, that's fine. Lynette said, okay, time for me to put my keto son to bed. I will watch this on the replay tomorrow morning during that crazy overnight time frame when Renee hasn't gone to bed yet and I'm getting up for the day. Right? That is so true. Well, welcome back, Lynette. Good morning to you. I hope you had a good rest. And we're excited to see you again. Please check your email. Message me if you did not receive it. You go ahead and message me even now when you wake up, because I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. But, you know, eventually when I wake up, I'll check any messages. Carrie said the sound isn't that bad. Goodness. And she said, good night, everyone. Oh, look, just Jason, Keto, and more. Hey, Jason, welcome back. Said, good evening, everyone. How are you, Jason? Rocky Mountain Girl said, I'm going to have to watch the replay. It's been a crazy day. I'm sitting here falling asleep. Good night, y'all. Well, good night, Cindy. Have a good rest and welcome and good morning or good afternoon whenever you're watching this again. I hope you have a wonderful day. Carrie said, that is so funny, Heath.
What's that?
Something you said about 30 minutes ago. Carrie said, I cooked up the pack of chicken thighs yesterday and then cooked up and made lots of hamburger patties.
Awesome.
Still working through what I had. That is awesome. He said, I have some frozen chicken from the church. That's great, Carrie. Yeah, that'll give you plenty of food. In fact, I think he pulled out a big, 4.5 pounds of ground beef because he wants to make chili again. He said, I wish I could get the computer job. I applied yesterday for a computer job, and in 5 minutes after, they said no. Oh, my goodness. Now, you probably already know this, Carrie, but there are websites, and I think even AI, that will help you with, when you write your resume, and this really helped Heath when I did it for Heath, but when you write the resume, you want certain keywords because basically, especially if you apply for a job and you get a quick no, what it's doing is it's a computer that read your resume and was looking for those keywords in your resume. So if it doesn't see those keywords, that's why it sends out an auto no. So I know I'm sure you can just Google. That's what I did. Google, for your job position, what are the key words to look for to make sure your resume reflects those key words? Even if it's just getting fancy with, when you're giving your stuff, make sure you're using those keywords throughout your resume. Carrie said, he said to fix the antenna. Patty said, do you think this sauce would pair well with chicken? Oh, yeah. Chicken, we were thinking of quite a few things because he loves this. And he was like, oh, we could do this and this with it. I'm trying to think of everything. He definitely wants to do the beef ribs. I think it would go great with pork ribs. And yeah, I think chicken thighs. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine how good that would be? The fattiness with the chicken thigh. I'll just ask your opinion too. Do you think this glaze would go well on chicken?
Yes, I'm already wanting to do chicken wings and baking this with it.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I remember what else we mentioned. It would go good with is lamb.
Yes, a rack of lamb.
Oh my gosh, a rack of lamb. Oh, Mary T said, when I first met you, you were still in a motel. You were making poutine. I said, you need to make a Canadian dessert. We have 2 butter tarts and Nani Mo bars. Yes, I remember that actually. That whenever we were in, I'm trying to think if it was, what city was that in Canada? Remember we stopped at, it's mostly on like a hill, because you remember we had to walk around and we went to one place wherever the bar originated in Canada. I know it's on that part, your part of Canada, but wherever the Nanny Mo originated, we went there and we got one. And oh my gosh, it was so good. I mean, it was pre-keto, but yes, I remember that. I was like, oh, this is delicious. But yeah, we need to figure out how to make that. So I have on the list samosas. 20TQ Cat requested samosas from last week.
I'm so excited about that one too.
And I need to do Nani Mo bars. And then Mom Bear Lynette gave me a few cookie recipes. I mean, we are loaded with sweet treats, right?
I want to make I told her I want to make pecan sandies.
Right? Yes.
And then also I pulled up the whole list from the Girl Scout cookies and said we need to make one of each. I think that'd be awesome.
But I think in theory, we have come up with the perfect idea for the samosas.
Yes.
Basically, what I'm going to do is use our crispy cookie recipe to make the base. And then we will do a coconut layer. And then with that, we will then drizzle. I think you drizzle it with the caramel sauce on top of that. Or is it the caramel and coconut and then chocolate? Anyhow, whatever it is, we discussed it all. And I was like, oh, yeah, we could totally do this keto. So we will be working on that. Brenda said, oh, whoops, I skipped it. Mary said you would love the Nemo bars, coconut chocolate base, buttercream middle, and chocolate on top. I'm sure they can be ketofied easily. It sounds like it. Yes.
We're going to work on that for next month's cook along.
Brenda said, all I have is coconut milk. Will that work? The coconut milk, yes, you can get it to work. What I would probably suggest, because coconut milk, the difference between coconut milk and coconut cream is coconut cream is actually made from coconut milk by filtering out some of that water. So you can either cook it down to cook out some of the water to get it to coconut cream, or you could put it maybe through like a coffee filter, you know, the little paper filters, like pour it in there and let a lot of the water drip off. I think either way would work. So it's just up to you how you want to do that.
Here, that's yours. Finish that off.
Oh, it's mine. Patty said the Asian market here that I think would have it. I wouldn't go alone. People got shot regularly on that side of town, even in broad daylight. Amazon is safer. Oh goodness, Patty. Yeah, just make sure. Yeah, if wherever you're going, make sure it is a safe area. Oh my goodness. Where I went to this Asian market, I mean, it wasn't the best of area, but I don't know. I always feel invincible.
What's that Ralphie May bit? He's like, I live in the dangerous part of Los Angeles called Los Angeles.
Right. That's how I kind of feel about Houston. Like, you just always have to be careful. But
because we've heard stories before like that when folks are saying, well, I won't go on this place when on the cruise because that place is dangerous. Like, there's dangerous parts of Houston I don't go to.
Right, yeah. And now I don't know if this place has had shots or anything, but yeah, if I heard that a place had shots fired regularly, yeah, I would be like, I don't even know if going with another person would help me. I'd probably just be like, no, I'll pay the extra and get it from Amazon, right? Lisa said, I have a cup of coffee brewing and dinner in the oven. Let's hope I can stay awake until it's done.
I hope so.
Yeah. Ooh, what do you have in the oven, Lisa? And what coffee are you cooking up? Mary said, pronounced Nanimo. Did I say it right now? Brenda said, I think Carolyn Ketchum has a keto Nanimo bar recipe. Probably.
Oh, wow.
Probably. She has like a recipe for basically everything, right? Renee said, I'm going to request tiramisu. Oh, thank you. Now, see, I have thought, because I used to, tiramisu was one of my favorite desserts. Like, what was your favorite dessert? I know I've asked before your favorite cookie. What was your favorite dessert? So I feel like I loved tiramisu. I think the challenging part of doing a keto tiramisu is getting the lady fingers correct. Because the lady fingers have to be spongy enough, but they have to have a little sponge to them, but they have to be able to absorb liquid, because the rest of the tiramisu would be easy to ketofy because it's just basically cream and coffee and, some cinnamon. But it's the lady fingers that I'm just like, I just don't know. I wonder if I could take my cookie recipe and not add anything to it, if that would work. But it's just,
I'm willing to let you test it.
It's just lady fingers is to me, it feels like that's such a daunting task. Like, even to make regular lady fingers is like crazy to get it just right. And because the most important thing is you want them all to be even and the correct thickness, and of course the correct length. You want them all to be exactly uniform, which that's not my forte. And then from there, getting it to where it absorb the coffee that would be poured over it. And that's just my concern, is I don't know if like our cookie recipe would absorb the coffee liquid. That is something I'll try. That's a good suggestion. I love tiramisu. So, and then to have it to where it would still have that good fluffiness. That's just the hard part. What you got over there, Heath?
I got that mini crock pot, and I got a queso going, so we dip our fries in it.
Lisa said, I made Renee's Euro meat, so I can't eat until tomorrow. If I'm still hungry after the coffee, I'll drink a warm keto chow. Oh, that's
what I heard
sucks
is
to have
you're
to wait.
making her.
That's awesome. Oh, that Euro meat looks so good. I love Euro too. Look, I must be hungry because I'm loving everything.
I got a question for you too. Do we
Uh-huh.
actually need our own plates? We're just gonna eat off of that.
I'm fine with eating off of that. Do you want to see if that can open? With
Well, you
breath?
said 20 minutes, so it's at 16.
Oh, okay. Tweety Q Cat said, yeah, those samosas sound wonderful. I know they will be. Hashtag coconut freak. Well, if that's the case, if you are a coconut freak like I am, Lynn, the new recipe that the channel members got, that'll probably be released within the next week or two. You know, I'll discuss with them tomorrow when they're okay with me releasing it. But I was hoping not this Monday, but the following Monday. But I'll let them decide. But you will love this. As we said, and I've already made 2 batches of it because I had to do a test batch and then finally do the recording batch.
Should do a Heath batch.
And like we went through and ate, like it was hard to not keep eating them. It really
ration
was. It was.
In fact, she snuck up for you without me. She was, oh yeah,
so
by the
good.
way.
Because you know what it was? Is
It tasted good?
when I had my coffee,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, goodness.
Well, I want to get rid of it.
When I had my coffee, I was like, this would go so good with my cup of coffee. So I wanted it then instead of late at night.
You just didn't want to share, all I heard.
And when I say late at night, I mean after our dinner, like at 6 p.m. Illustrator said, my oldest son and I will go get a piercing. What are you getting pierced, Lisa?
Especially with
How
your son.
exciting. Well, that's her birthday because your
Oh, wow.
birthday's next week. Happy
Oh,
early
wow.
birthday. Wow. Oh, wow. Brenda S. said that she made Renee's Euro meat too. How fun. Nanimo. So did I say it now? Nanimo. Nanimo. Oh, Nanimo. Nanimo. Not nanny, Nanimo. Okay. Thank you, Mary. So that when I make this, I'll at least pronounce it correctly. And then I just heard the
Air fryer. That's what I was like, what did this go off?
Oh, Lisa said, I'm thinking a helix. This will be his first, so just lobes. Okay, I'm like a
Novice.
novice. Like the only thing I have pierced is my ears right here. What is a helix? Please let me know what a helix is. Mary T said homemade apple pie. And just to be really Canadian, with cheddar cheese on top or vanilla ice cream. That sounds amazing. Oh yeah. Now, I've heard of the cheddar cheese with apple pie. To me, that sounds good. But when I've told Heath, what did you say?
Yeah.
I know, and I'm like, but you love cheddar cheese. And
Yeah.
you put cheddar cheese on your cookie, but you won't put a nice sharp cheddar cheese on top of an apple pie.
It's called having goals.
But I was like, that sounds good to me. I've never actually tried it because I mean, apple pie is good, but I would not put it in my favorites, right? Like I would not spend money on an apple pie, but if I went to somebody's house and they were serving me apple pie, then I would probably have it, kind of thing. Rickwood said, my favorite dessert was my grandmother's fried apple pies. Oh, the ones like that McDonald's sometimes sells where it's all cased in. Now it's been time. That it's all like cased in and
Oh, yeah.
like a hand pie, right? And it's that fried apple, and then on top is the cinnamon sugar. Those are good. Brenda, yes, you are speaking to me. She said, I loved carrot cake. My mom's was my favorite. I love carrot cake. That was probably on a menu. It would always come down to, now to me, I only got tiramisu if it was an Italian restaurant. To me, because I was like, well, chances are they're making it in-house. Any other type of restaurant's probably just some store-bought. But it usually came down to either carrot cake or a cheesecake. Those were the two that I was like, okay, which one am I going to eat? And I would have to, ask them, okay, well, what does the carrot cake look like? Is it the nice tall with the layers of the cream cheese? And does it have the walnuts in it? And, what is that versus, versus the cheesecake? Because, sometimes cheesecake can be really fancy and sometimes it's a little bit of a downer because it's just, cheese cake and maybe they'll drizzle some kind of something on top, but usually not much, right? But it would just depend.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, Patty said real key lime pie, not that frozen stuff from the grocery store. Yes. Oh, a key lime pie. Oh, look, that bone came right out. I loved when we went to Key West because I'm very much the type of person I like to eat locally. And so we're having all kinds of fun getting these out. So when we went to Key West, Patty, have you ever had Kermit's key lime pie?
I've had Miss Piggy's.
Huh?
Nothing.
That's the one that you probably see things where he's holding the key lime pie out in the street and he'll throw it in your face. And I was always like, oh my gosh, is that all the ribs?
Yes.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. They shrink down.
They sure do.
That's why I'm hoping when we smoke them, they'll stay a little more.
Let's show everybody our ribs.
Here, if you need this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw, I got this this baggie here. This is all the bones going in here so that later we can make a bone broth with it.
Ooh, look at these ribs, y'all.
Let's see, like that one. You might just throw that one in here.
Right? Might be able to throw this one too.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little stuck there, but
That's
this
fine.
one. All right, so here's our ribs.
Do you still want these
His
two?
and hers. I need this one.
This one?
What's on this? Hold on, there's something.
That's what I'm asking.
All right. There you go. All right. So here's the ribs. So let me take that comment off. But let me know if you've had that, Patty. There's our ribs. And now, we're going to put this under the broiler at high. And I'm just going to take this sauce and just pour it on here. Again, I like a nice heavy dousing of it.
And what did we do last night? 3 minutes?
Yeah. And then I also like to have some of the sauce on the side after it's done.
Well,
Are
why
we
don't you
gonna
do
do
this
that?
while I put this in there? Why don't you just pour that off into here?
Okay.
And then we get rid of that and wash it too.
Okay. And just make sure I've got it all on here. Oh, look at that.
I'm
my
so excited
gosh.
to smoke these next week.
Okay. You want to show them?
Hold on.
Oh, it smells so good. That looks awesome.
All right, into the broiler. Away we go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and this pan we're using, this is the one my mom got me from a
For Christmas.
Christmas.
All right.
Okay. Broil. Start. Timer, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then our fries are almost done.
Sure they're not already done because you kind of quite thin.
Yeah. All right, let me go double check them then, just in case.
I mean, while you're up, right?
Yeah.
I love this little spatula thing here, y'all. It really gets down into the crevices. I think Lisa's the one who told me about it off of Temu, I think is where I got it.
Here, put those in there for right now. Those are done, aren't they?
Yeah. I love that. Nice.
Aw.
What? Oh, yeah, it's been doing that. I just push it back.
My condom's falling off.
Oh my gosh. That is so,
So
good.
good.
Okay.
Goody, good, good, good.
Put this all so he can cook that.
Oh, these look amazing.
Ooh. Look, my little air fried jalapeno. That is good. Oh
Are they good?
Mm-hmm. All right. Renee said, Mary, my mom used to eat cheddar with her apple pie too, and she's Polish. Oh, neat. Did you ever do it, Renee? Carrie said, going to bed. Everyone will be going to church to clean early in the morning.
Goodbye.
Well, good night, Carrie. Have fun tomorrow. 22Q Cat said, oh my, all that coconut in my house will be dangerous because I don't have to share with anyone. They're all mine. I mean, that is true. I guess you could have the recipe, or you know what you could do? It's okay, 22Q Cat, because you can make it and just take half of it and put it in the freezer for when you want something, but you don't want to have to bake it. Problem solved.
You got tongs over there, right?
I got tongs. Mary T said, apple pie must be homemade. Some look good at restaurants or stores, but never taste right. I guess I can check. Ooh, here's the fries.
Oh.
Oh, what? They have one in here?
Yeah.
Let's see. So good. Oops. Mm.
3 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
3-minute warning.
All right. Yeah, I would say homemade pies are usually way better than any store or restaurant, especially store pies. Like, they might look okay, but you know they're just never correct.
You want
Ooh.
to dump that in here? All the fries, and we get rid of that?
Sure. Oh, whoops.
That's fine.
I dropped some of the sauce.
Oh, you need a towel too, don't you?
Oh, I have one,
Oh,
but
perfect.
I need my drink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do.
What do we just put this here?
Yeah. It's glass. It should hold.
Yeah. There's my jalapeno. There's that if you need it. My pumpkin pie water, y'all. Check your Aldi. I still found one at an Aldi, and they're down to 34 cents an 8-pack.
Wow. She bought like what, 12 packs? Or an 8-packs, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Should
You need a
last me
fork?
while. I don't know. What do you think? You think we need a fork?
Maybe.
Okay. And don't forget about your queso.
Oh, yeah.
He already forgot. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think I have one. Yeah, I have one right here.
Okay. Oh, look how tender these are, y'all. Oh, wait for you. And Rickwood said it was a hand pie. She made them out of her dried apples. No McDonald's icing, just plain to eat hot. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. 22Q Cat said apple pie with cheese would probably be good, sweet and salty. I've never had it. Ice cream only on top and lots of it.
I think my two favorite, honestly, my grandmother's chocolate pie,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and
Which
then
I could never master.
my aunt's dirt cake.
It's kind of like a mud cake,
Yeah.
right? Are you gonna eat some ribs so I can? Well, I guess I'm just gonna go in and eat it.
Okay.
That is so good, y'all. That is so good.
Well, you can't give me cheese and tell me not to eat it.
All right. Did I get a little bit of skin here?
Mm-hmm.
But I pulled it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, give me a knife or a fork or a spoon.
I get a fork right there.
Well, I need another one because look,
Here's your knife.
a little tug there. Oh, Patty said you haven't had. Oh, Patty, if you ever go to Key West,
Yes.
that key lime pie there, oh my gosh. And they have key lime everything, right? Everything's key lime, but they do one. Well, of course, now you're not keto, or now you're keto, so it wouldn't be. But one that they did was a key lime pie dipped in chocolate. So they take the whole slice and dip it in chocolate. I think that's what we got when we were there, right?
Uh-huh.
But I think you could do a key lime pretty well as keto. The thing is just getting enough of the key limes, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
What?
In case we need it.
Oh.
From all our travels,
Okay.
we've been saving, for some reason, all these wet naps from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, yeah. Rick said she's never been to the Keys. We always went to Daytona Beach. There was a seafood restaurant there that had great homemade key lime pie. Logo was, if it's fresher than ours, it's still in the ocean. I love that. That's awesome.
Look at the steam coming off of it.
I know.
Here, cross mine. Perfect. I'm trying to catch this cover so it doesn't get actually cheese on the cord.
Right? Patty said, we went to a local place in Gulf Breeze, Florida, and we had their key lime pie, and it was hands down the best thing I ever put in my mouth ever.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That sounds good. Where is Gulf Breeze?
Where exactly is the Conch Republic?
That's in Key West.
Okay. Remember, that's where we got the conch fritters, wasn't it?
We did get some there, but not the store you're thinking of.
Where was that?
That was in, I think, Grand Cayman.
Oh, okay.
What we got at the Conch Republic was that's where we first had the Argentine shrimp, or they called the Royal Reds.
Right. Well, I was thinking about that. What I was thinking of, though, is we complained because there were shells all in it. She's like, well, it is a shellfish.
Yes. We went to this place that our friend told us it was the best ever. So we ordered conch balls, and there was bits of shell throughout the whole thing, like just chunks of shell. And we're like, hey, there's shells in this. And she's like, yeah, it's a shellfish.
Sounds like a lazy chef.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what? I've never heard of that. Sorry, y'all. It's good.
And when I was making this queso tonight, I finished off the whole block of cheese, and Shelly's like, "Well, don't you want some of it for your breakfast?" I was like, "No, I'll just have this queso." Let's do that.
Do you like that better than this?
I want both.
Wow. Tweety You Get said, Timu, wow, haven't heard anyone talk about that place in a while. I think I ordered everything I could think of, and then I lost interest.
I've still been seeing ads for it on Facebook all the time.
I see some people talk about it, but it wasn't as much as it seemed like at the beginning. I think a lot of people just were like, okay, done it, seen it.
Been there, done that. I wonder too, though, how this would work as a salad dressing.
Yeah, I probably think that. Well, you probably like it this thick.
I was thinking like we grill a few chicken or air fry, like, and then slice them up, throw them on there on a salad, and use that as the dressing.
Yeah.
Or you who?
Patty said definitely non-chain restaurants are the way to go.
Yes.
Right.
That's what used to be our old rule when we traveled. We never want to stay anywhere less than what we live in, or eat someplace we eat it back home.
Right. That I still like because it's like, well, but we have actually ate at Buffalo Wild Wings when we were like, well, there's nothing really else here.
Right. Well, that was also pre-keto. So a lot of times the keto, to stay keto, it's easier to go to some of the chain restaurants, honestly.
Or just to do it ourselves.
Yeah, that too. We have saved a lot of money doing that too when we've gone on vacation, just taking the Instant Pot with us.
Oh, good night, Brenda.
Good night.
Okay, Horde, I must go to bed so very sleepy. See you tomorrow night. Guess I'll run to the store to get ingredients.
That's really good too.
Thanks for joining us.
Some of the glazed stuff fell on the tray. I just took a couple of French fries and scooped it up.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good.
22 cute cat. I checked Aldi when you first mentioned the pumpkin water was so cheap. None to be found.
Aww.
Got a great deal. And I don't know if it'll even show up in the apps anymore.
Because they're such a good deal that was seasonal, right?
Yeah, it's seasonal. Like I just happened to find it kind of in a corner end cap, not even with the other flavored waters. Like they were all separate. Oh no, 22 you get said, I'm sure that looks delicious, but your dinner is underwater with you.
Aww.
It's okay. Oh, sorry. That sucks.
Swimming with the fishes.
Michelle said, one of Sean's sisters loves apple pie with cheese. She loves saying apple pie without the cheese is like a hug without the squeeze.
Aww, that's awesome.
That. That's cute. That's adorable. El Strange said, I never liked apple pie. Pecan pie is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need that.
Oh.
My husband loved his mama's chocolate chess pie.
Oh, I've never had
It
that.
was always too sweet for me. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Pecan pie is really freaking delicious. And that's pretty easy to keto-fy, a pecan pie.
We've never done that, though.
Well, it does use a lot of pecans. That was actually my brother's favorite was the pecan pie.
I used to like the little, the miniature ones. I used to really like those.
I never liked those because it seemed like it was all crust. To me, the best part of a pecan pie is the pecan part.
Well,
But I was never a fan of I don't care for the crust on a lot of pies. I think that's why I always preferred cakes, like a carrot cake or a cheesecake. I like those better because I'm not huge into that crust. But what was your grandmother, your mom's pie that you loved that I tried to make?
I was like a chocolate pudding.
Several times. There's just chocolate pudding.
I think. I could never make it. I'm not a baker.
I could never make. I'm a baker. Well, I think I'm a decent baker. I couldn't make it either because every time I would make it, it would never set up. The pudding would always end up being liquidy. I could never get it to do right.
And then she made a homemade meringue on top too.
Mm-hmm. That would be good as some cook rinds.
I want to boil some.
Oh no, party foul. Let's see. Oh, Debbie's here. Hey, Debbie. She said, haven't worked late, but I'm here. Well, welcome, Debbie.
Oh, sorry.
I'm glad you made it. You want me just to pour 'em?
Sure. Yeah, as small as that is, yeah. And get a bag and throw it on. You get more tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you have HEB near you.
Yeah,
And
y'all.
Coupon for the Shisharones are $1.98 a bag. And then if you buy two, there's a $1.50 off coupon.
So she's gonna buy a dozen. Because these are really good too. When they do get stale, we'll go ahead and grind these up and make them into panko.
Yeah, that's the best part. Oh, Patty said Gulf Breeze is between Navarre and Pensacola. Okay. Debbie said, I see talk about pie. My favorite is pecan or lemon meringue.
Oh, that's good too.
I'm a true lemon person. Like, I will try about anything that's lemon flavored. I love, love, love lemon. I like sour things, I think is what it is.
I'm gonna cut this. Want some of it too?
Sorry,
Oh yeah, look, I'm just dip it like that, right?
yeah. Keto Simple. Hey,
Hey, brother.
Said, dropping by to say hello, hello. Happy Friday.
Hey, yo, brother.
How are you?
Again?
Oh.
I wonder if
Said
they died.
It might have died, Joe. I'm saying I might have to change. Let's see. Well, it's staying on right now.
We'll see. Remind me in a minute. I might have to change mics.
You know what we're gonna have to do? Set an alarm on our phones Thursday night to plug them in.
Yeah. She goes, well, maybe not. It's louder now. Oh, goodness.
But I got an idea, y'all. What do you think? I know several of y'all are fans of 2KK, and y'all hated it when they used the microphones. What if I hung one from the ceiling where it's out of the frame, so you didn't see it, but it would still work for us?
Well, you would have to get, remember I told you the issue with that, a lot of those mics are podcast mics, which means you have to be close to your face. So to get a mic like that, you would have to find one that's really, really strong that can pick up.
I'm really, really expensive. I don't want that. Never mind. I'm doing budget conscious. I'm just brainstorming, trying.
Yeah. Sherry's here. She go in case somebody knows of one that's better that we can hang a mic that's would be about 3 to 4 feet from us.
Yeah. I'm just thinking too, I have that right on this wall right here where I can just mount it right there on that thing and then point it over here towards us.
Right.
Like a boom mic or whatever.
Sherry said, hello, Horde. Happy to be dropping in. Trying to get to bed early, so I may not be here for too long. As for pie, I love the fruity ones, pecan, coconut, chess, and fudge. I prefer cobblers. Oh, cobblers
That's
are
a good idea too. Oh, we could do that to you though.
Yeah. Rita's here. Hey, Rita. She goes, hello, all of the Horde. May your weekend be blessed beyond measure. Well, you too, Rita.
Oh, you know what I really want to do now too? Remember how I told you tomorrow or Sunday I want to make some scrambled eggs? I want to put some of this on scrambled eggs.
If there's any left.
All right. I guess you're going to have to make another batch. Because you're going to have to anyways for Sunday. I mean, for Tuesday, rather.
Oh, that's true. Toy TQ Cat said, I'm sitting here with an electric blanket on me. I saw Heath was wearing shorts. I made me jealous. Is winter over in Texas already?
Yes
Pretty
and
much.
no. Yes and no. The last couple of days have been like a high of 70. And then next week, it's supposed to be a high of 60, maybe. I think a low of 35.
Oh, I didn't even think it was getting down to the 30s.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make chili, honestly.
Oh, because when I looked last, it was like going to be in the 40s.
I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. It's supposed to be like 35, I think.
Oh, mine's not showing that now.
Huh.
Let's see. Sunday gets down to 35. But then the rest of the week, the lows in the 40s, highs in 60s and 70s. And then by, I hate how all the stupid ads start popping up. And then by Friday, lows in the 50s, highs in the 70s. And then and then it gets back to the upper 40s and 60s again through the first week of February. So hopefully it is over, Lynn. Sorry. Hopefully it is over. You know, I mean, I like this temperature, like 50s, 60s, and even 40s. We don't have to use the heater. We don't have to use the AC, right? It just makes it really easy to do stuff and to save on electricity.
Are both your hands clean?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm going to get it in a second and grab this bag that was open. If you ask you if you could open it for me, I'll grab all the bones and throw them in there.
Oh, okay, sure. So, as long as nothing crazy comes in mid-February, usually by the end of February, then that's it. It's completely over.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll save these, and then when we do that other rack on Tuesday, we'll add to that. I'll make a good broth.
Yeah, we might be done with our cold time for the year. So yeah, Lynn, see, you should just move down here, right?
Oh, never mind. It broke.
Because that's basically it. We have 1 week of winter. Yeah, it's actually been cold enough. I mean, warm enough. Of course, we're not running the heater anymore since that cold front. Would it leave last Friday, Saturday? After that, so that Sunday on, we have not used our heater or, of course, air conditioner. But we've actually had to turn on our fans a couple times because it was getting a little warm to me.
The only thing we haven't done is turn on the ceiling fan in the kitchen. I mean, the living room or the one behind us. We did the one in our bedroom.
Yeah, because I like to be really cold when I'm asleep.
Yes.
Anybody else like that? Like, I just like to, I would rather, when I go to sleep, I'd rather it be really chilly and be able to go under 2 or 3 blankets.
I did turn on my ceiling fan in my office one day while I was at work.
But generally, you run hotter than me. All right,
then do me a favor. Well, I want to see if I can do it. Hey, try that open for me. I'm going to do these real quick, and then I'm going to run in there and start. Oh, that's cool. I can do it. No, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right. Lisa said Heath would hit it with his head. He is so tall.
What the? No, I was going to do it just right.
What?
You're talking about the microphone. She said I would hit the microphone.
Lisa said, I like pecan coconut cream. Oh, coconut cream.
That sounds good.
And chocolate pies. But I agree. I don't like the pie crust either. I prefer cheesecake. I hate apples, and I'm allergic to lemons.
Oh, wow.
So no apple pie or lemon meringue. Oh, goodness, Melissa. I'm so sorry.
You know another one I used to like to get a lot when we go out to eat? This is way back pre-keto. The turtle cheesecakes.
Yeah, it all depended on the cheesecake. Look, there's hardly any sauce
that's
left.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I'm going to put it right here.
Oh, are we done with it?
Lid. Yeah.
It's right there. I'll grab it. Well, I figured I'm going to hop up and go brush my, wash my hands real quick.
Oh, okay. Like, what are you brushing?
I'm going to brush my teeth.
All right.
And I'm going to look and see if we got another plain pork rinds. Unless you want the spicy hot ones, the stupid hot.
Yeah, my bike's about to die. So let me change bike, y'all. Let's see. There we go. Says it's working. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, it's already dying. And I don't know if it has helped by not charging the mics all week long, because we keep forgetting to charge them. L Strange says buttermilk pie was always so sweet but yummy. Yeah, good buttermilk pie. How's more a little meat here?
Oh, nice. Cheater.
Well, you said homemade flaky crust is my favorite. Right. If it's a good flaky crust, but I find...
You want another one of yours?
No, I haven't even drank mine yet.
Okay, I don't know. So I'm asking.
I find it's hard to find a good flaky crust because it seems like every time I've gotten a pie, the crust is just so thick and almost dry. Oh, goodness, Debbie. She said, our weather is all over the place. We'll be 21 one day, 60 the next, then back down below freezing. Colorado has no idea what it's doing. Oh, goodness. That's not fun. It's, you know, it's like heater on, heater off, heater on. But I bet it's because of Colorado's probably just the perfect spot for, you know, you're getting all the cold air from Canada, but then all the warm air from down here is pushing up. So it's like right in the middle there. Oh, my.
Yes, the whole thing or no?
Are you going to eat them?
Are you?
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
See, that's all there is.
Woo. It's the stupid hot, y'all.
But I'm also going to eat these.
Oh, wow.
I'm hungry. And there's not enough meat on those bones. We should have ate both racks tonight. Because look what happened. It's a brand new bag. Thank you again, Shauna. Look. It's
Yeah,
all
is
air.
Shauna still here? Is Shauna, are you still here? I hope you didn't leave because it's so blurry.
That's what's left. There's a half a bag. It's all air.
Well, yeah.
That's false advertisement.
Shauna, let me know if you're still here. Patty said tomorrow we are cold, snow, rain tonight. Oh, but after that, we're in the 50s and 60s for the rest of the week's forecast. After that, bring on the normal winter temps. Oh, yeah, that kind of sucks. You know, it just... I like winter, but as long as I can, you know, stay warm or inside away from the elements.
As long as it's not abusive.
Right. But hopefully...
All right.
What?
Now I'm going to sound like a sissy. That's too hot.
Did you dip it in the cheese?
Yes.
Oh, and it's still too hot?
Starting to make my nose run.
Even after the I don't even know what I was gonna say, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh shoot. I'm dropping cheese. It's dripping everywhere. Whoops. Oh. Renee said, I used to love Mom's rhubarb and dewberry pie with her homemade buttery crust. Oh, a good rhubarb pie?
I've never had that.
That sounds so good. I love a good rhubarb. You've never had rhubarb?
If I have, I don't remember.
Wow.
It's like when we go to the restaurants and you saw it, you would always order it. I'd still get like the chocolate or even a cake or a sundae or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had dewberry. Wait, is that kind of like similar to a blackberry? I might have had something like that. Perfect. How's that, dear?
We know what we're doing for the cook along tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we actually having for dinner? We know what we're having for dessert.
Well, we were just going to eat something ahead of time, remember?
That's going to be a tight fit, though. Because I get up at 5, the thing starts at 6. So I got to wolf it down before we go live.
Well, usually when I have dinner cooked, when you get off.
All right. What are you going to make, though? Or what did you find tomorrow?
I don't know. I hadn't really.
Thought that.
Truly.
That's why I was hoping, if you said you are going to Kroger, I was hoping you find more pork chops on sale. Because I really enjoyed those this week. And I got one left to have for lunch tomorrow.
I mean, I know they still have them on sale 10 for $10, but to me, that's not even a good deal.
It's not. I like them when they're marked down.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Mm-hmm. Patty said, I hate pecan pie crust, but love the pie guts. Yeah, just like give me the guts.
I like that.
As he like those miniature ones he's talking about, to me, it was just all pie crust.
Oh, really?
Renee said Bucky's sells jars of the pecan filling. Not that I ever might have just eaten that with the spoon years ago.
I don't blame you. It's like the people buying the tubs of the icing and just eating that.
Right? I used to do that, y'all. Again, I don't know why I was a diabetic. I used to literally just buy the frosting. I was like, I don't want the cake. I just want the frosting.
Right?
If I'd known about Bucky selling that, I probably would have done the same thing.
Oh, I love these.
Mary T said, the tender flake lard pie crust recipe was the one my mom always used. Oh, something about the vinegar really makes it flaky. If I buy pre-made frozen crust, I buy tender flake as well. Oh, I don't know if I've ever had a crust like that. What
berries are you buying tomorrow?
Oh, blackberries are on sale at HEB for 77 cents a pint.
Why don't we do this? We have the what's that thing? The little clamshell thing. Somebody got us. What's it called? Oh shoot! I'm drawing a blank now. Like Jamaican hand pies.
Are you talking about the empanada maker?
Yes. Why don't we do that and make like little fruit pies with that?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. True.
And then we could dip it in some kefir cheese or whatever, like a cream sauce kind of thing, or glaze it or whatever. I did used to a long time ago. I used to go to the store, especially like at the day old bread store, and buy them. Those Mrs. Baird's fried pies.
Oh, I know.
Those used to be really good, especially the chocolate ones.
Wow. Sherry said, we have rain tomorrow and turning cooler.
Oh, wow.
Thankful I'll be traveling to Florida Gulf in the late February, right? I was talking to one of my colleagues at work, and he is actually, I think it's next week or the week after. Maybe he was off today, so maybe he left today. But anyways, he is going, and he lives in Salt Lake City, Utah, and he is going to, what did I say? Get Costa Rica and Colombia. Cartagena, Colombia. And so I was like talking to him because I was giving him some suggestions in Cartagena and suggestions in Colombia because Costa Rica. He's actually going to the same place we went to, Costa Rica. What?
Keep on your story and I'll tell you. Fine.
And so I was giving him suggestions. I was like, well, you picked the right time of year because you're getting away from all of that snow. Right. You're going to where it's going to be like hot, humid. What?
This thing was completely full. We've ate down like half of it already, just the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
We love cheese dip that much, y'all.
But that'll be nice, Sherry. El Strange said, yes, lard crust with vinegar. See, I don't think I've ever had that. Well, let me have one of the salted.
Just pour some in it.
Oh, whoops. I just wanted one.
Well, so do I. But look, now I can get to it.
Twitchy Q Cat said, when you said it's too hot, she goes, what? I didn't think there was such a thing on this planet.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. If you're going to rate like 1 to 10, Shelly's like a 12. I might maybe a 7.5. You need to go back and watch that one when Renee came and we did wings.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them are laughing at me.
Yeah, everybody tends to think that Heath is the one that likes the spicy stuff. I mean, he does like it, but that he's the one that's or that could take all the heat, but it's like I'm the one who could take all of the heat.
Yeah.
And I've just always been that way. Right. It's like Renee and I are like twins. Well, she might be able to take it a little hotter than me. But even when I was a kid, I would eat whole jalapenos. Like, and then I remember my first job that I started when I was 15, my first official job, right? When my boss would take us out to a Mexican restaurant every year for Christmas. And everybody at that time, everybody already knew, and I'm only 15, everybody knew, oh, Shelly eats the hot stuff. So everybody would give me their jalapenos, and I would eat them all.
That's what I love. I think it's the Thai restaurants where we always go.
Oh, yeah.
Always order the hot. And she tell the waitress, no, bring me hotter. And the girl's like, you sure? And then she go get the chef out of the back or the other staff and go, look at the white girl. Come look at the white girl.
Yeah, I do like it spicy.
Well, that one food truck I went to had a spicy burger. They actually made you sign a waiver before you could order it. I said, nope, not on for me. And she's like, well, I want the hottest. He's like, well, what if the hot was like an 8? And he's like, well, I'll give you a 7.
Yeah. He wouldn't give me the hottest.
Yeah. And she's all, that's lame.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's all you got, big boy?
That's what I told you. But no, and they signed it, but it was really hot. Like I had tears flowing. My face was red, and he kept saying, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm in love.
I don't know. I was like, this is amazing. Sherry said, thoughts of brighter, warmer weather is helpful at making the cold more doable, right? Because you have like something really cold, you're just like, it'll be okay. That's how we feel like when we've gone to Alaska during like the summer or whatever. We're like, oh, good, we get away from this heat, go somewhere cool.
It's like here when it was cold. I was like, I just got to bottle this up and remember it come August when it's 108 or 110 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Let's see. Patty said, I tried making Marie Emmerich's no crust pecan pie, but I can't ever get it to set, and it's just soupy. Well, that's a shame.
She can't either. She did it one time. That's her pictures, and that's where she left it. Well, I must know from past experience of my trials.
Maybe I'll try and see if I can do it, because I feel like I did make something I thought like a pecan, not exactly a pecan pie, but I made some kind of pecan candy that was using the same thing. I remember kind of doing that. Sherry said, did anyone ever have Shoney's fudge cake? The Shoney's near us closed down years ago. Lately, I've seen people chatting about it on Facebook.
No,
I remember going to Shoney's, but I don't remember if I had their fudge cake.
I don't either.
But that sounds good.
It does.
Renee said, isn't it no spin January buying pork chops? It is no spin. But groceries are still okay if needed. So if the pork chops are on sale, like discount.
Really, really, really on sale.
Yeah, like a discount. I'm still going to buy it because, you just don't know in the future where the meat prices are going to be. And if I could get them and freeze them and then he can have them. Like I got him 6 thick cut
pork chops,
bone-in pork chops. For what? Or was it $8?
I think it was less than $5, I think.
Oh, okay.
But
it was 2 packages.
Because the other day when I went to the store, I found it was at Kroger. I found I think 30, 35 markdown packages. And I sent her a picture of every single one of them so she could verify with me. and she told me those are still too high to be even counted as discounts. So we just skipped it.
Yeah.
Because it all just depends on the deal. Because like even we got the idea actually from Rickwin. Joe, she actually told us, well, when they're on sale, it's the time to buy it. That's when you stock up. And we have put a big dent in the freezer stash. We have room for more.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we have been eating through the freezer, and I haven't bought anything else for the pantry. Trying to think.
I thought I remember anyways.
And we've been going through some of the pantry. So like the recipe tomorrow night was using coconut cream I had in the pantry. So there's some more of that out of the way. But I did notice.
My lunch was this week. I opened a can of green beans.
Oh, yeah. I did notice there are some good deals at Sam's this week. Their tomato sauce, somebody said was really good, and it's less than $1 a can.
Didn't she just say she got a pork butt on sale at Sam's?
Yeah. And
but
there was
like 2 or 3 in the freezer. So
there was something else. I added it in the app. I haven't bought it yet because I'm not going to buy it now, but I add it to the app so I know to look for it later. Oh, their chicken breast, the canned chicken, chicken breast, but canned chicken was actually a pretty good deal, and it is clean. It's just chicken, water, and salt at Sam's. 20TQ Cat said, haha, oh, the things we used to eat. I loved eating Eagle brand condensed milk straight from the can.
Wow, I've never done that.
Or icing by itself. It was all just pure sugar. Seems crazy now, but it sure was good, right? Like, I remember eating the frosting directly, and I would always get the, it was either buttercream frosting or the cream cheese for when they started coming out with the cream. And like now it's so easy to make frosting, right? But at the time I was just like, oh, that was just something you bought in a can. And so I would get either the buttercream, or when they started coming out with the cream cheese frostings, I was like, oh my gosh. And I would just eat that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, my biggest one with my problem, it may have been like caused part of my problems maybe. My favorite was the peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh.
Remember how big they were? And I get the giant bag and I sit there and eat the whole bag.
Oh my, in one sitting?
Remember?
Wow.
Well, it'd probably be like 2 or 3 servings, but still.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like a serving of 12, and I've had like 2 or 3.
Renee said, and the Great American Cookie Company sells their icing in tubs. I used to buy the double doozies just for that. Then I learned of tubbo icing. Oh my gosh.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I don't know. Did you ever have an American cookie?
When I went to the mall, I would. Okay.
Wow, you're bougie.
Well,
I never got to do
certain
that.
times, and I was
Some girl, huh?
at the time. It was Christmas.
Oh, wow. Wow, you
You know
never
how much I
took
hate
me
this-
to American Cookie Company.
Because I love you. I don't want to do that to you.
I always thought they were so expensive. I was like, I guess I've always been so cheap. So I'd be like, what? Because aren't their cookies like $5, $6? And this is like going back 10 years or so.
Mhm.
I thought they were really expensive,
They were.
right?
They were.
But I guess if you love it and the icing. But yeah, the icing.
And back then, that's one of the only times you could find Chick-fil-A was at the mall.
Oh, right. Uncle Big Guy. Hey, welcome
Hey,
back.
bud. How you
Said
been?
howdy all. How are
you
you
been?
doing? Renee said, Heath
Sorry.
is fragile. You have no idea.
Whatever.
Barely Begun said, I may have spent as much on the little extra cups of Cinnabon icing as on the Cinnabon itself.
Right?
Right, that icing was really good. But yeah, that was expensive too. But yeah, that was the best part. And what's funny now, of course, they've done this since we've gone keto, so I haven't gotten to eat it anymore. But now they come out where they just sell the center. And I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense because that's the best part is the center.
Right.
Renee said, but didn't you tell Heath he couldn't have a brisket if they were on sale? Look at you calling me out, Renee, even though she called you Heather first.
Huh?
Yes.
And also, I told you, different rules for different people.
Oh, yeah, because the pork chops were for me.
That is still cheaper than a brisket, though.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Is that
And you were just afraid we wouldn't have room in the freezer.
that was the main thing? Is we did not have room for a brisket in the freezer.
I told you how you fix that is we bring it home and cook it. You don't have to worry about the freezer. It just goes in
But
my
it was
stomach.
also that would have been $25, $30 or more versus his pork chops for $5. Oh, good night, Sherry. She said, gotta go. 8:30 buzzer tells me night, sleep well. Well, good night, Sherry. Have a good one.
Speaking of, we got to keep an eye on the clock, too.
Yeah.
My phone will die, remember?
Mm-hmm. Radical Geek. Hey, Maitreya. Good to see you. She said, hello. How are you doing? I watched your cheese video. I didn't see what the issue was. She posted in our HungryHorde group that, well, she went ahead and released it anyways. And I was like, what was wrong with it? I thought it went well. Renee said, I went on Wednesday night to Sam's and they had tons of clearance meat. So that's when I got the pork butt.
That's awesome.
Wow. Well, maybe Wednesday is the night to go.
Okay, let's start doing that Wednesday then.
This is me, y'all. During the week when I'm at work, after I've worked all day at home, I don't feel like leaving to go anywhere that afternoon. Like once a month when I have to get the dog's food on Thursday night, which is next Thursday.
She dreads it.
I dread it.
She's dreading it now.
I bought their dog food today and pick it up next Thursday. And I'm already like, ugh.
Adulting is so hard.
Why do I have to leave to go get their dog food?
Only because I don't get off in time to go do it. That's why. Or else you would send me to do it.
Oh, 100%. Maitreya said, late work occupied me.
Aww.
Glad to see everyone. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry you had to work this late. Renee said, now y'all know why I'm not a sweets person. I OD'd in my stupid days.
Aww.
Right. You got enough sugar back then to set you for life. Coda said, don't worry, Heath. I got you. I have eaten those giant bag of peanut M&Ms in one sitting. Well, there you go. Look at you two.
That's why I was a diabetic.
Right? Yes. Look at you two. Both of y'all sit there with your M&Ms. But no, you had to each have your own.
Right.
Renee said, I used to do the same with the peanut butter M&Ms, but I'd microwave them to get them melty inside. Oh, look at y'all fancy.
I told you she's bougie.
Treaty You Cat said, I deserve to have been a diabetic all those years ago, but I never was. I ate so much sugar. Wow. That's good. Off. Yeah. I was definitely a bad diabetic, like really bad. Ooh. And then Renee said, I don't know how I wasn't. Laugh out loud. Right?
What if you were and you just weren't diagnosed?
Well, I guess she said no, she got tested.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, that makes sense.
Cynthia A's here. Hi. Hey. She said, been a long time since I could attend a live. Miss y'all. Welcome back. Thank you. Glad you're here. We've already cooked. Heath is just eating his queso.
Trying to keep from making a mess.
Right? You gotta swirl it just right. Radical Geek said, laugh aloud because turns out the veggie chopper can't tiny dice fully smoked chicken. Okay. I saw. So she has one of those like choppers that you chop like that. But when she put in her smoked chicken, it wouldn't push it through the grates. It kept giving her problems. But I thought that was fine. I certainly wouldn't have redone the video for that. I mean, to me, that's real. That's what really happens. And now everybody knows if you want to chop chicken, you just do it by hand.
That's why I always say, we teach you what not to do. You watch us and say, okay, I'm not doing it that way.
Zenobia's here.
Hey.
She says, Hoffa Day. How are you? Good morning.
Howdy.
Renee said, yep, it wasn't during my eating disorder period because the M&Ms were all I'd eat. Oh, it was during oh my gosh. So you would just be like, well, I could have this bag of M&Ms, but nothing else today.
Obviously, it was during my issues too. Disorder. I was on the opposite spectrum.
Right? 22Q Cat said, you dread Thursday, Shelly, because you know you're making shady dog food deals in the parking lot, babe.
Right? That's hilarious.
I mean, true. It is. But I tell you, they've got up on their pricing for the dog food. I know. Well, now they used to sell it in 20 or 40 pound boxes. Now it's 20 or 30 pound boxes. So used to, I would just get 2 of the 40. Yeah.
I'm gonna unplug it. Which one am I asking?
I would get 2 of the 40 pounds, and the 80 pounds is more than enough. Like in a month, we only need, I think it's like 76 pounds for the dogs, for both of them. So you getting 2 40s, that would be perfect, right? What's that?
I'm gonna rush for my tea.
Oh.
You want anything else? I'm up.
No, I still got water.
I'll do it again.
So
Hey, buddy.
now, because they do it in 20 or 30, I mean, you could do 20, but it's more expensive. So I have to get the 30, and I end up having to get 3 of the 30. So it cost me a little more. It's $295 for my 90 pounds of dog food. If you're like, well, how much is it, Shelly? So I still don't think that's a bad price. Let me see. Where's my calculator? Where's the calculator on here? There it is. $295 divided by 90 pounds. Oh, didn't do it. Divided by 90. Oops. No, not 99. $3.27 a pound, or $3.28 a pound. I still think that's pretty good for raw dog food. But it's such a hit to do that at once, right? Oh. Island Buddy said, extremely late, missed everything. Well, you didn't miss us. We're still here. Mary T said, I stopped in a little town just east of here on our way back from the doctor appointment this morning. They have a tiny grocery store called Huckleberries. I love that. With the best meat. Got ribeyes, beef, and pork ribs. Ooh, that sounds good. Huckleberries. That's so cute.
It's 68 here still.
I love it. 22Q Cat said, A1C wasn't a thing back then, but yes, now I wish I knew my labs from when I ate all the sugars and junk. It was a long time ago. Oh, well, if they didn't test A1C, you know that sometimes a person's fasting glucose can look normal, and you don't need that because I'm not using that mic anymore because mine went dead.
Well, here. They say you're the one that's hard to hear.
No, I've changed the mics.
Oh, my bad.
Because, they say that a person can have a normal looking fasting glucose for years or even a decade before it would even show up that they're a diabetic or even pre-diabetic. So that is interesting, right? Don't you wish you had those labs to actually see or to have that A1C done? Right? Leave the mic. Oops.
What was it?
Oh, okay. Dustin's letting me know.
What's that? What did you know? What?
He said it's called a shotgun mic to hang overhead. And they go for less than 100. Oh. Thank you, Dustin. I'll have to look into that then.
How do you hook it up? Do you need a box or anything like that, or just plug it straight into your computer?
Yeah, it plugs into the computer.
That's awesome.
Oh, and he gave me a link. Thank you, Dustin.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks.
Like, I want to move the camera and show them what I'm talking about.
Renee said, oh, I thought he said bathroom time. He did. He went to the bathroom. Uh-oh.
See this wall right here? That's our fridge right there. And I just figured that wall, I can just hang it off of that right there. And it'll point right down on us. I hate this stand. How's that? Huzzah. No.
You got to loosen it all the way. And then move it to where you want. And then tighten it. And then move that. Because now you got half the wall. You can do a little more. Ah!
Earthquake!
TQ Cat said, my sister told me she pays $3.40 a month for fresh food meat for her dog. She only has one dog. Oh my. Wow.
Better?
Yeah, perfect. Wow. I know I am very fortunate because before we switched to this brand, I was looking up several other ones. Several different brands to look for. And this was by far the cheapest. Like there was some around here that wanted $6-7 a pound. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I mean,
isn't that what you paid? It was sometimes when we bought them at the grocery store too. You remember? There's a couple of times we were buying the dog food.
Oh no, I never paid that much.
I don't remember how much it was. What I was saying. I'm sorry.
No, I would keep it around $3. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, that would be such a hard one to do, having to pay that much every month. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Let's see here. Just respond. All right. And then everybody talking back and forth. That's awesome. Mary said we pay $65 for 25 pounds of raw dog food, but that lasts us 60 days. She's just a little dog and only eats a third of a pound a day. Wow, that's nice. So 2 months for 65. That's pretty good. And it's 25, so that's still not bad.
Girl.
That's not even $3 a pound, so that's really good. Renee giving you a hard time. She said, she goes, he had to touch the camera.
Right?
As soon as he did that.
Did the picture get better or worse?
No.
Did it get worse? Or it just moved around and gave you all dementia? I mean, not dementia, but like, what do you call it? I don't remember the word. I don't want that on frame, though.
Yeah. So what was that again you poured?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, my iced tea.
Oh, thank you. Renee said, smash that thumbs up. Thank y'all.
No, I made a new jug of iced tea, and that was what I had left over so I could make a brand new bottle. So I just poured it in there to save it, and then I just topped off my glass with it. You want another one? You're good.
No, I'm still drinking it.
I'm just making sure. Well, you set it down.
Well, I wanted to have it, right there.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Rita said, I make my own food. Oh, that's awesome. 5 pounds ground beef, mixed veggies, or frozen berries. They eat that in about a week. Oh, that's awesome.
We were doing that for a while. But
Yeah.
then she started turning her nose up to it.
Yeah, she didn't like it anymore. But she loves this stuff. Like,
Right.
oh my gosh, she'd almost take your hand off for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for some reason I was making it for a good year or so.
Almost.
And just all of a sudden she'd just be like, I don't really want it. And I was like, what is going on? Why don't you like the food anymore?
I bet you Sam would eat it now.
Well, Sam would eat anything. Sam eats anything.
Well, he doesn't like the sweet potatoes. Would you give him the ends?
No, he will eat it.
Uh-huh.
She spits them out.
Or you give him a cube of ice.
Oh, this is so funny. So Sam, they both love, let me know, y'all that have dogs, do your dogs love ice? My two love ice. Every evening when I go to refill, I refill this with ice and they come running.
They hear the machine. They come running.
Yes. And I give them each an ice. Now, Delilah, she's real gentle. So when I hand her the ice, she's just like,
She's very dainty about it.
and then, but she'll eat all of it, right? Sam,
She's a proper lady.
Yeah, she's very proper. Sam, when I give it to him, first of all, he's like,
I gotta take your whole hand.
But he doesn't bite hard. He just like he doesn't know how to adjust his mouth around. He's just like, got to put his whole mouth. But he doesn't bite hard, right? So I give him one. But as he eats the ice, like in his mouth, he's crunching down any ice chips that fall out of his mouth. Even when I point to him, I'm like, here, eat. He'll just be like, I don't know what to do with that. if I pick it up off the ground, the little chunk, and hand it to him, he'll eat it. But he won't eat it off the ground. So then Delilah comes behind him
and
cleans up all the chunks that flew everywhere because he's like so messy.
Like we usually feed her outdoors and then feed him in here.
It's the same.
Huh?
Yeah, Renee said the same.
What?
With the camera.
Oh, said the same what?
Finish your...
Oh. She always comes in and he cleans his plate after he eats. As soon as she comes back inside from eating, first thing she does is run over and clean his plate.
Good night, Patty.
Good
We'll
night.
see you hopefully tomorrow. Renee said, all dogs I've had love ice, except the beach hounds. Really? Devara and Jolly don't like ice?
Wow.
How interesting. Yeah, most of my dogs have always loved ice. I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't even actively think to give them ice. And I don't think I did for a while until I was feeling it. And they came one day and like I dropped an ice and they gobbled it up. And I was like, well, what an easy, cheap treat for them. So sometimes at night when I'd take them out and they come back in, instead of giving them another like liver treat. So thanks again, Renee, because I just opened the first bag of liver treats I got at Sam's. But instead of giving them one of those, I just give them a piece of ice.
Nice.
And they're so excited. Mary T said, our dog food comes in half-pound pucks. Oh, includes ground raw bones, several proteins, and veggies and fruit. How nice. Well, that sounds like you're getting a good deal. And she said, our old dog Sadie used to love ice, and we had a cat who wouldn't drink her water without ice.
Wow.
That is adorable.
That's bougie. That's awesome.
That's so cute. Tweety Q Cat said, Samson, you will feed me my ice servant, right? Right. Like, I'm like, you dropped half of it. And he just looks at it.
Because remember last night I picked up and I had to put it over there in front of Delilah and then she ate it, but he wouldn't even touch it.
It's like right in front of him. And I'm like,
tainted.
right here. And he's just like,
nah.
I don't even know what, like, he's like, I don't even know what that is. And then Delilah's like, I want it. So I'm like, well, go at it. But he is so funny. In my office, I lay out, the blankets. So I've got 2 big blankets that they can lay on. Plus I have like an old bath mat.
Oh, he loves that.
And then the other is their little, what do they call it? A smudge board, where you can hide the treats and stuff, but it's all felt. I'll lay them all in separate areas. Every day he goes and he mixes them all together and twirls them around until they're like this big heaping pile, and then he'll lay on it. He'll spend so much time making his bed, and I'll turn around and I'm like, okay, really? Renee said the house like frozen green beans, though. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. Renee said, I bought 2 more bags of the liver treats the other night. They had instant savings for them to be $9 instead of $12. What? And you didn't tell me this? Okay. And I'm already going to Sam's to pick up somebody's Rockstar and Zevia.
No, the Rockstar came today.
Oh, that's right. I have to get your Zevia.
I told you I'd go Sunday, but now you're making it, I have to go.
Well, because if you didn't drink Zevia, we probably wouldn't even be going.
I'm the worst.
I never said that.
No, it was just implied.
No, it was not. Tweety Q Cat said, animals are so funny, but I like them a whole lot better than a lot of people.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Yes, I love it. I think it's adorable.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I've noticed though with them too, especially if they start playing with each other, Delilah and Simpson start playing, like she'll kind of initiate it.
Uh-huh.
But if they know that I know, then they stop. So sometimes when I'm working and I can hear them like starting to play, I have to be real sly about it. I have to be like.
And then how she's also camera shy.
Oh, she is.
She's like, I don't be on that camera.
I know. She's just like, oh.
Like the old Indians, like, no, it'll steal my soul.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, I don't. And then earlier today, because it's been raining really bad this week, y'all. Earlier today, there was a break in the rain. Delilah wanted to go out. was like, okay. So I opened the door. She runs out like about 2 or 3 feet. Sam put his head and was like, oh, never mind. And he comes back in, right? He didn't even go out. He just stuck his head. Oh, no. And when Delilah saw that, then she turned around and rolled and came right back in. Aw. And so, yeah, she just came right back in. And I was like, I thought you wanted to go out. She's like, if he ain't going to go out, why am I?
Like you said, the brother, sister.
Yes. Renee said, right. And she said, I'm going to try it later. You still haven't tried that salsa? Go try it right now.
Report back to us. Or, better yet, show us tomorrow on camera. Right?
Right? Well, I might have.
You might have it done. Y'all can try it together.
No, I want to know first before we spend $3. Illustrator said, my dogs love the bath mats. They'd rather have the bath mats or dirty clothes than the dog beds I paid for. Right? Isn't that funny?
The other thing Sam really loves, we have a little pad right in front of our kitchen sink. He loves laying on that.
Yes, the those cushion kitchen mats. Yeah, he loves that. And so sometimes I'm busy in the kitchen doing stuff. He'll lay right there.
Right in the way.
Right, because how often do you need the sink, right? And he's laying right there. And then I'll be like, okay, well, now I need to wash these dishes. All this mess I just made. And I have to like wedge my foot in between his feet in order to stand there. And he's just like, I ain't moving.
This is my house.
I'm just like, really,
or
mister?
The one bath mat in front of the sink in the bathroom. He loves laying on that one.
Yes.
In our master, not so much in the hall bath.
Yeah. I think it's just anywhere he could be, like right where he knows he's going to be in the way. Because then I have to rush, y'all. Like tonight, once we're all done cleaning up and everything, when we go to bed, I have to rush to get in there to get my spot so I can brush my teeth before Sam gets on that mat, because otherwise once he lays out on that mat, it's so hard to reach there to brush your teeth. So I have to stand there, and
you have to fight the dog for a spot at the sink.
And then he'll come there, and you can tell he's kind of like, oh, you're sitting here or you're standing here already. And then he'll just kind of fold his body against mine. Like, okay, well, as soon as you move a foot, it's mine. Debbie said, had to step away for a second, made my nighttime strawberry shortcake hot tea. Wow. That sounds amazing. To snuggle in bed with while I read after the live, of course. Wow. That sounds so nice, Debbie. That sounds really good. Renee said, Devara has been in a phase of folding her dog bed over to sleep. Oh, that's what you sent me? That is hilarious. She just flips it over. They're so funny. 20TQ Cat said, aw, I know.
It's like getting the cold side of the pillow, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's the picture. So see, it's like flipped over. Wow. That is hilarious. They're so cute. I love it.
I love the dogs, all the personalities.
I know. Like, Heath will get aggravated sometimes because he'll be like, you're right in the way. Get out of the way. And I'm just like, I just think it's adorable. Like sometimes Delilah.
There's only so much cuteness you can handle.
I mean, I'm with you for almost 11 years and I haven't been able to handle all your cuteness.
Flattery gets you everywhere.
I know. That's what I'm banking on. But like, so sometimes like when I'm cooking and doing stuff, because Delilah is really a scavenger.
Uh-huh.
So whatever breed is a scavenger breed, that is her, right?
It's her dominance.
She is very dominant scavenger. Like in fact, tonight, as soon as we get up, she'll be back in here and she knows how Heath is. And she's right over here in his spot scavenging for any bits.
Well, Sam's just as bad because I eat in the living room. I eat on the couch and watching TV, and he sits right there and just stares at me, watching me eat. Start moving his head around up by the table, waiting for me to get finished.
But he doesn't scavenge. He waits for you to give him the plate.
He begs for it though.
Well, yeah, he does beg, but you've spoiled him. But Delilah would be like, she'll go check under your feet.
Right.
He don't ever do that. And so that's what Delilah does. She scavenges. So when I'm like cooking a lot in the kitchen, she'll just follow me around in the kitchen because she's just like waiting. And she'll be like, oh, well, you walked away from the stove. Let me double check all this area because what if?
Right.
What did Mary say? Mary said, my little dog is a rescue, crazy as a loon. I've never had such a quirky dog. We have throw rugs everywhere. She won't walk on the floor and cries and cries. Aww. And Renee said her boy is the same way. I have to bring throw rugs when I travel. And she does.
You know what we need to do next time though?
Huh?
Go ahead and invest and get some for her to leave here. Oh, we should have to travel with them.
Right? Mary T said our entire day in winter is spent letting the cat out one door and letting her back in the other 2 minutes later, out the next door, back in all day long.
Right.
Yes. I think part of our issue is we trained them, right?
No, they trained us.
Because they realized every time they go out, when they come in, they get a treat.
Yeah.
So then I've caught them a few times where they just want to go out for the treat. And I'm like, no, you have to actually use the potty. And they're just like, no, I don't need to.
I went outside.
I went outside. So we come through this door. We're supposed to get something. So that is totally on us.
You know what you do there, right?
What?
That's when you give them the ice.
Well, that's what I've done sometimes because I'm like, you did not do anything. But they still feel like, oh, okay, I went through the magic door, so I get something.
The treat door.
Right. Renee said, I found big area rugs for kitchen at Ross that are washable like the fancy brand, but cheap. Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Way to go. Yeah, getting at Ross or TJ Maxx, you can really save. Debbie said, my dog has the entire couch to herself. We sit in recliners, but she has the whole couch with her blankets, toys, and bones. That's adorable.
Well, that's what you do then. We ordered those from Timo. The floor mats.
But that is adorable.
That's awesome.
She's just like, this is my couch.
Well, Delilah has adopted her own couch in the front room.
That's true. But she don't really play with toys, except if Sam is really playing, then she's like, okay, I'll play with it just so he can't play with this toy. But otherwise, she don't care about toys.
But she never has really.
No. Even when she's a puppy, I don't think she was big into toys. Mary T said, when my little dog passed, I couldn't figure out what all that stuff was in the floor. Aww. Renee said, we'll go out and in without potty means an ice treat. There we go. We said, any ideas what serious keto flavors of Ketochow will be? I don't really pay attention to his channel, but always want to know about new flavors. Well, Lisa, maybe
I know a couple of people who know.
Maybe, maybe if you wait a week and a half, you will find out. That's all I can disclose because I've been sworn to secrecy. But yeah.
That is the way.
So we will find out on February 7th. I think I could say that, but
that's all we're allowed to say.
Yeah. So you will be finding out. In fact, we haven't even gotten it yet.
We know it's on the way. I got an email.
Yeah, it's been shipped by Ketochow. We know what the flavors are. So 2 of them. We know what the flavors are, but we haven't actually tasted them yet.
Right.
So we shall see. I'm excited. I was already telling Heath earlier today. I was like, ooh, I've got a recipe idea of what we could do with it. And I told him what it was, and he was like, oh, it's perfect. So, and Renee's like, Lee said, okay, cool. And Renee said her lips are locked. Haven't got mine yet either. I figure it'll probably be like Tuesday or Wednesday. Lisa said, I don't want to spend any money, but if it's good, I might have to buy a few. Toy TQ Cat said, sweet or savory keto chow?
Yes.
I always forget they have savory flavors too. And then Lisa said, I hear it's savory. Oh. Renee said, no one can say yet. That's right. I mean, it's sweet or savory. I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
So I think it'll be exciting. I think when you hear it, so this is what I would say. Save your money. It's already good. This is the great thing. So Keto Chow must have heard us. Obviously, it's us that influenced this decision. But they're waiting until February 7th. So it's going to be outside of No Spin January. So I'm just saying, No Spin January's over. So
Buy it all.
Uncle Big Guy said, mum's the word till February. That's right. That Renee said, maybe it's habanero licorice. You are hilarious. Oh, I'm sure.
Because I
I'm
did
sure.
make that one for Shauna.
They said, you are so good, Shelly and Heath. No spoilers here.
I'm not allowed to.
No, I don't want to get in trouble by Keto Chow.
Chris is scary.
Debbie said, Shelly's pulling the poker face. Nobody finds out nothing. I know. And y'all, it's so close, though. I thank you for saying I have a poker face, because in my mind, I'm screaming the flavors right now. Like, I'm screaming them at you.
I already forgot.
Really?
It's better that way.
Well, that's true for you. But yeah, in my mind, it's screaming. It's at the tip of my tongue.
You already see it already right here on the plate in front of you.
Mary T said, you all do very well with the Keto Chow secrets. Oh, thank you. I try, because that's what they say. They're like, don't tell anyone. Elstrade said, maybe I could trade some of my most wanted flavors.
Oh, it's an idea.
Renee said, it'll make a yummy summer bisque.
Oh,
You really think so? I don't know. That seems... And she gave the laughing face. I mean, last week we had a chocolate chip cookie dipped in queso. So anything's possible.
I'm ready for those again.
Oh. Toy TQ Cat said, it's so funny. They have a zillion great flavors, but we all lose our minds over new flavors every single time. Why do we do that? Right? We're like, oh my gosh, a new flavor.
Well, that's what I say about like the Super Bowl. Almost everybody now has a DVR where they don't have to watch commercials, but everybody gets excited at Super Bowl so they can watch commercials.
Actually, I was watching Clark Howard. Does anybody else watch him? And he was talking about that today. He does this segment, which I think is funny. I don't know if y'all think we should do something like this, but basically it's his segment. Of course, we wouldn't do the same thing, but his segment is Clark Stinks, and it's where people will leave comments about what they think he gave, like financial advice or whatever that they thought was dumb, or it stinks, or it's not good, or they disagree with him or whatever. And I was like, I wonder if we could do something cute like that, like your cooking sucks or something, and people tell us.
No.
I don't know. I
like that one chef guy who does
it. Right. But anyways, so somebody was actually talking about the, what did you say? You said something. I was going with it about the football, right? What did you say? Oh, the commercials.
Yeah.
Because he was like, just get the free, it's called FAST, free ad streaming TV. It's free, right? But you just have to sit through ads. And they were like, well, that's great for you to say, because the only TV you watch is football. And most people know you watch football because you like watching the commercials. And he was like, well, that's funny, because actually what he does with his NFL pass is he's able to fast forward through all of the ads and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. L. Strange said lobster bisque.
Oh.
That would be good. Renee said, or it's a new Oriental soup, cream of some young guy.
No! Renee! Renee.
You're just so wrong. Strange said the hype and FOMO is real, right? Remember, we need to do joy of missing out. JOMO.
Right?
I would say the habanero licorice for a summer bisque. I mean, that would be really good.
Well, you know what? Now we got to do that, though. We had the licorice. There's still some habaneros in there.
Renee said, oh, yeah, well, I do put mine in the freezer to get the slushy bits. Oh, right. Oh, Debbie said everything bagel flavor. The world does everything bagel everything nowadays. Could you imagine the poppy and sesame seeds in your teeth from that shake?
Oh, wow.
Right. Oh, that would be so good, though. I love everything
It's
but
like
the
bubble
bagel.
tea.
Right, bubble tea. Be like, whoop, whoop. I almost choked on bubble tea. But
I love
yes.
speed bumps.
Renee said that would be like Ketochow chia pudding, right? Put some flaxseed, chia, poppy seeds. That'd be awesome. Oh, Renee finally finished Game of Thrones. So what did you think of the
Were you
last
disappointed
season?
with the last season?
Like up to season 7, how did you feel? And then what did you feel about season 8?
What about
And the ending?
What about the Redux or whatever, where they put out the new?
The new stuff.
Yeah.
She is now for the next series in the line, which I think is what you were referring to. The Dragon, what is it called?
Dragon Age or whatever. I don't know.
Dragon Age is a game.
Oh.
Hand of the Dragon. I don't know what it's called. Uncle Big Guy said last few years the Super Bowl commercials were not memorable. Oh, really? See, I have no idea because I don't watch football.
I have DVR, so I don't have to.
I don't watch any football.
That's true too.
We don't even have DVR anymore.
No, I know, but I'm saying is we had one because of that.
So I've never really watched football. Certainly not going to watch the Super Bowl, like because I'd be like, well, who are these people?
Right.
So I'm totally clueless when it comes to anything sports related. Like, no, I just don't know. I just don't follow any of that.
I don't watch sports ball.
Right. And so then the commercials, all I know is like, people will talk about the commercials afterwards, and I'm like, okay. El Strange said, I'm on season 2. Oh, so Renee's not going to spoil it for her. All right. But you could say what you thought about the ending versus the other. I never have time to watch it, right? And that's a bit of, what did we finish? So we finished Punisher 2?
Yes.
Was it season 2 or
Yes.
season 3?
2.
I guess there was only 2.
2.
So what do we have left in the Marvel series?
Jessica Jones and the new Echo.
Okay. So we have Jessica Jones season 3.
I think.
Yeah, because remember season 2 was that
Defenders?
No. Season 2 was where she found out about her mom.
Oh yeah.
And what I've heard is Jessica Jones season 2 and 3 was just not that good.
Mm-hmm. We'll watch it though.
Yeah, we'll watch it. So yeah, we have basically watched that whole run. We just have the one season left, y'all. That's why you haven't seen us a lot anywhere, because
We're
it's
addicted.
like, as soon as he gets off work, he's loading up the whatever. And that's why we were late scheduling the live, because we had 3 episodes left of Punisher season 2, and we had to finish those last night, and then we got to work.
I told her we could do all that first and then finish. She's like, no, we can't. That's all me.
But I agree with, like, I was reading on another site where they were like, they felt like Punisher season 2 was way better than Punisher season 1.
Yes.
I agree 100%.
Yes, because we were kind of like, oh, this is good. This is good. This is good.
Yeah, like immediately on season 2, you were like, wow, this is so much better. Like,
yeah,
I was like really on this.
I really, really hope Disney does good and keeps all of the same actors too.
Right. Oh, good night, Rickwood.
Night.
But yeah, all of those have been good.
Yes.
Hopefully, I know Daredevil is on the books, so we'll see. But I don't know. And then I heard somebody say what they didn't like was that in Punisher season 2 they had 2 villains, because they had Billy Russo, Jigsaw, and they had John Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said, well, they think what it was.
You have either or.
Right. They said they probably were going to do that, but because they found out probably mid-writing or whatever that, hey, we're not going to have a season 3, so they were trying to get closure to both of those.
Or maybe they're building up the John Pilgrim or whatever like that to build him up so they can write him into the next season.
Right. They probably would have,
Yeah.
but then because they knew it was ending at that point, they were just like, okay, let's put it into Jigsaw and kind of have a good closure at the end. Mm-hmm. Debbie said, I'm addicted to Gold Rush and Buried Sea Gold and Judge Judy.
Judge Judy?
That's hilarious.
But
I haven't seen about Gold Rush.
I haven't either.
I haven't heard that. What is that on? Renee said, I had everyone tell me the ending was so bad. So when I did see it, I was hyped up to be mad, but I didn't really think it was awful. It took forever to finish because boyfriend said it was our show. So couldn't watch except for when he was over.
That's cute.
Aww. Well, I guess I think that's probably what it was. You were already at a down level, like you were like, okay, I know this is gonna be disappointing.
Low.
Yeah, so you had very, very low expectations, so that it probably would be decent if your expectations are that low. I think with us, because we were watching it in real time, which is rare, I think our expectations were just so high because every season they were just knocking it out of the park. So your expectations were just so up here.
And it seemed like when we got to the season, they just gave up.
Right. And so that was our thing, is our expectations were way up here. Yours was way down here. And they landed about here. Is how I feel. Lisa said, speaking of time, I need to go clean the kitchen and put that Euro meat in the fridge. Y'all have a good weekend. I might pop in tomorrow during the cook along. I hope you can. Please do. And then, so we'll probably call it here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, I still got to run the stuff out to the street.
Yeah. Oh, and you're down to 39%. Rickwood said, sitting here yawning, it's time for me to call it a night. See you tomorrow night. And then Sunday for Radical Geek. Yes. And let's see here. Lisa said, we are getting ready for our New Year's party and have a dance practice every weekend until March 1st. I don't dance, but Max does. Oh, how fun.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's the Okinawa New Year's party. My mom's side of my family is Japanese. Oh, how cool.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay. Debbie said they're on Discovery Plus.
Okay.
We'll have to look up Gold Rush.
What? Do you hear that? It's like a ringing sound all of a sudden. Oh, weird.
Renee said, plus I know who's in the next series, so I kind of knew who makes it. Well,
oh, that's true too.
I thought the next series is a pre.
I don't know, honestly. I
thought
read
that
about it.
No, that's
yeah, I know it's a pre. I know what a prequel means, but I don't know I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, because it's about the how the Targaryens.
Their rise to power or whatever.
Their rise and fall.
Oh,
because remember, that's how come Daenerys and her brother they were kind of in exile and hiding because they had basically killed everybody else in the family. Mm-hmm. And so that's why she was trying to get okay. Sorry, I shouldn't say anymore. But anyways, yeah. Debbie said, I'm so excited for the cook-along. That recipe sounds delicious, and they looked yummy when you showed them in the Warren report. Yay, Debbie. I hope you love them, too.
See, that's why
I'm excited.
For dinner, too, though.
Oh, my goodness. Renee said, I'm making boyfriend fudgy cake cupcakes with Nutella inside. Topped with a Nutella frosty with Ferrero Rocher chocolates on top. Wow, look at you going all out.
Wow, that is bougie.
Wow, that sounds so good. I hope you
jealous.
You better send us a picture. I know you don't have to post in the group because that might trigger somebody, but please send me a picture. It won't trigger me. I just will drool.
Right.
I'll be like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. But yes, please. She goes, he is a sweet freak. But works it all off for sure. I love to bake, so it works. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Mary T said, have you ever heard of the Curse of Oak Island?
No. Yes, I have.
Oh.
Is that a movie or a show?
It's on a History Channel about an island in Canadian Mary Times meant that people have been looking for treasure for 200 years.
Okay, we need to check that one out. Mark that down.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Please.
Curse of Oak Island. I like that. That sounds really neat. I like little documentaries like that. We watched one the other day. What was the whale? What was that called?
Oh, The Loneliest Whale.
The Loneliest Whale. Did anybody watch that? That was cute. I'll send a pic if they turn out. No, send a pic anyways.
Yes.
All from scratch. Oh, good. Debbie said Oak Island is really good show. So is Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh.
I feel like I've heard about Skinwalker
Wow.
Ranch.
We can write these
That
down.
sounds. I haven't. Okay. Yes. So
'Cause
we'll
we
have
need
to do
something
that.
soon. Remember, we need a new show after we're finished with these.
Yeah. After we finish this last season of
Although-
Jessica Jones.
Although I do have about 12 dozen movies set up too, though. So.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But yeah, we watch The Loneliest Whale because every once in a while you're kind of
You
like,
want a
okay,
break.
we have been like nonstop
MC'd
with
out.
these TV shows. Let's have a break and just watch a movie. And we watched The Loneliest Whale. That was really cute. You were
Mhm.
kind of like,
I was kind of bored at some point, and then it catches back up. I don't know why.
yeah. Except the Nutella. Mary T said, it's a really cool show. There are tunnels, water, booby traps.
Wow.
Sign of gold and silver in the water in the tunnels. Oh, how fun. Renee said, I bought a Wilton Frosty kit to pipe frosting all pretty. Who is this chick?
Wow.
Look at you. Getting all
Yes, for
fancy.
sure. We need pictures of that.
I know. Fancy,
Maybe even
fancy.
video too.
Bougie. Tweety Q Cat laughed. All right, y'all. Well, we should call it a night. Do you have any other questions? Anything else?
Those of y'all that are tuning in tomorrow, start thinking about what you want to do next month. We need ideas, don't we?
Yeah. I mean, I have a list, but
Okay,
that's
never
fine.
mind then.
No,
We're gonna do Shelly ones.
When this camera goes off, he's going to end up with a bruise.
I got things to do. You can't do that.
Oh, I could still do that. But what I was going to say is, this Sunday, if you've been following along in the No Spin January, on Sundays we've been doing a touch base around noon. So we will do it again this Sunday. It'll probably be the last one, y'all. So if you like those, show up and we can talk. But other than that, it'll probably be it. Debbie said, nothing except that I love y'all. Aw, we love you. Renee said, okay, fine. Good night then. I'll message you when I try the salsa at 1 a.m.
Yeah. Well, you can look at it in the morning.
Joey Tiki Cat. Hey, Shelly, is there a live for your financial stuff? Oh, look, I answered. Thank you. Mary T said, time for me to call it a night. Hubby has one of our ghost hunting shows on. Ooh, I love ghost hunting shows.
Yes.
Renee said, making nachos for dinner later. Chips for him, pork rinds for me. Oh, fun. Well, good night,
Good
Mary.
night, y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Debbie
good night,
said, got my Sunday alarm set for 11 a.m. my time, not 1 p.m. like I did last time. I'm an idiot. No, you're not an idiot. That's the problem with time changes because he always has to ask me
Yes.
every single time. And sometimes I'm like, okay, no, I think that's it. And I'll just hit Google. I always check with Google. I'm like, okay.
Yes, that's what I did today too. One of my customers, because our thing is they call when we schedule your appointments. We tell them we're going to call you the night before by 7 p.m. Eastern. And the girl, I told her that, and the woman's like, well, what time's my time? I was like, well, you're in, like, I looked at her address. I was like, so I just Googled it. I said, you're in Eastern time. So it'll be your regular time. You're 7 p.m.
She didn't know she was Eastern?
Obviously not. That's fine. Well, that's fine. Remember that I told you the other day? Because there's another thing we can do. We tell them, text the word track to this number, and they'll ask you for your order number. Punch it in. It'll show you where you're at in line for your order. It'll tell you, you're next, your order's up next or whatever. So they're on your way. The girl's like, well, can I email it? I said, no, that's why I said text. Text this to it.
Good night, Coda. And then Renee reminding us there's a time change coming.
Okay.
Good night, Coda. Barely begun. Well, good night,
That's
everyone.
what I love about the smartphones. It does it for me.
I know.
I get up in the morning and I come in here and set all the clocks in here off of my phone.
I know. But good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Thank you again.
Yes.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you. See a lot of you tomorrow, and again on Sunday at noon, and then Radical Geek. So good night.
It's a horrific, horrific weekend.